Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders of Great Millstone, that taught us truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful elect, Christian is truth, and all sincerity. We have a couple of brothers at GMS Kansas City camp, for another week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of the society called America, as well as wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which is so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and you so-called Native American Indians. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His Son is Yahushai, who the word English calls God and Jesus Christ.
Yep.
All right. Just hopping into the spirit, man. I was just meditating with bro just before camp started. You know, we just got out of a high holy week called Hanukkah, you know, which is the feast of dedication. You know, Hanukkah. The feast of dedication, which we celebrate the victories that we had over our enemies after we were in captivity, and they destroyed our temples and our strongholds, you know, profaned our altars. And yet, you got Jake getting ready to celebrate a holiday that is about taking down us, man, called Thanksgiving Day. It's coming up, I believe it's what, this Thursday?
Yep.
You know? So here you have a victory feast of when we got the W, but you niggas want to celebrate the L, man, coming up.
Yeah. Right.
You know? So y'all need to get out of that spirit, man.
I think they also call it Kalasu, something like that too, I believe. Kasalu, yeah, that's another name they use.
Yep.
The Feast of Dedication, it's a memorial as us taking down the heathens at that time, man. You know what I'm saying? Because any victory through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a victory, man. Even though the Greeks did eventually overcome the Maccabees, but that was all the prophetic means, because shortly after that, you had a merging of what they call the Greco-Roman Empire, but you even had what they call the Hasmonean dynasty that was pretty much wicked Jakes that ruled in that stead. You know, and when you look at the rulership today, it's the same thing that's happening all over, because the scriptures say that there's nothing new under the sun, man. You know, but like the brother was going into how Jake wanted to celebrate the L when we getting ready to get the win. Right. When you look at the prophecies, hey, deliverance is on the way, man. You know, mass healing is coming back in the earth, man. The prophecies are coming to pass. You know, Esau Edom is panicking, bro. He's literally setting up provisions just to set down the internet. You know what I'm saying? Well, certain websites or certain truth content, because he's been exposed due to this whole Hamas conflict. Yeah, the world is rising up against his ass, man. So he needs to crack down on these truth.
That's right. Got a precept. Book of Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. So the Lord hates these wicked pagan days that they have, and they always kick off this season with Soed. It's spelled same hang. Okay, they always kick it off with that. You know, then they roll right into Thanksgiving Day. Then they roll right into Saturnalia. Yep. And all three of them days is heavily demonic. You see, and the reason why they push this out for all the society to participate in, Esau knows that he is bound down to spiritual demon Satan.
Right.
And Satan said, what to Yahushua? He said, I will give you all of this whole earth, if you just bow down and worship me. So all the success that this devil has got, he's got by worshiping and doing the work of the spiritual demon Satan, man. He has the power of the earth, all the riches. So when you choose to sell your soul, you're going to become extremely wealthy. You'll become a millionaire, billionaire. But it's just for a short season, though, man. You know, spiritual demon Satan is just a lying spirit sitting on earth.
Right.
And now that lying spirit, hey, Yahweh's giving them the, hey, all right, look, that's it. Cut him off. He ain't answering Esau no more, man. He's trying to turn up these pagan days and really pick up these holiday celebrations. Just tell them, bro, hey, it was all the way back in September. They had half of Walmart had Halloween on one side, and the other half had fucking Christmas shit. All the way back in September. Yeah, I've never seen it like that early as a kid. Yeah, them get shit out. So they're trying to ramp up their witchcraft, you know?
Yeah. Y'all brothers ever see that movie, Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
You look at the end of that story. I love that movie because it was kind of like a funny horror story, but at the end, what you find out is that they were basically trying to play the tropes of a horror movie, like the virgin dies and all of this. What they were doing was appeasing these gods, man. If they didn't appease these gods, they feared that these gods would rise up and take over the earth. So they were offering people up as sacrifices, man. You know, that was the whole trope about the movie of Cabin in the Woods, and why horror movies were set up in the structure that they were. It represents a sacrifice to those gods. I believe they mentioned Kronos or something like that in that movie at the end. You see, and that's kind of how Esau is with these high holy days, man. He thinks the more sacrifices you get to Satan, it's gonna buy him more time. You know,
Right.
more time on the earth.
That's right. So it's done on purpose why you see all this prepping and they starting to go harder on their celebrations. You know? But that's in the scriptures too, man.
Yeah.
They shall eat, they drink, giving it to marriage. Yet will the Lord throw these niggas down, man? He's gonna still throw this kingdom down.
I got a precept.
God.
This is the book of Isaiah 47, and I'm gonna start at verses. The title of it is Babylon Trusting Her Own Wisdom. So it says here, matter of fact, let's start at 6. It says, I was wroth with my people, and I polluted my inheritance, and given them into thy hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. And upon ancient thou hast verily laid thy yoke upon. Like going into what brother was saying, like Jake has been forced to celebrate these holidays. Like back in slavery, what they did was they forced Jake to eat the bottom scraps of the food, like the lower extremities of the pig, the intestines. Same thing with the abominable things, man. And Jake have made that a custom in a religion even to this day. This is why no matter how much history you go into about how 4th of July, Jake was in captivity, all these high holy days on the left-hand side are basically derogatory offenses to our people, man. But yeah, Jake, what they do is they negate all that. They're like, well, that was then. You know, this is now. We gotta celebrate the mirth now. But these holidays are a direct scoff against you, man. You know, Christmas, going back into Saturnalia, you know, they got what they call the Yule log, which is certain cultures that represents a child being sacrificed, man.
Right.
You know, going back to Thanksgiving, Samhain or Samhain, however they pronounce it, or the Day of the Dead, you know, which is all pagan and wickedness, man. Like when you look at this kingdom and you look at the way that the buildings are created and the customs, even from the colors, it all represent ancient deities from Babylon, Assyria, Egypt, you know, Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, and the list goes on, man. And Jake is defeated by these idols, you know. And this is why you're gonna have a group of niggas next week that's gonna sit around the table and sing Christmas hymns and cut the turkey and eat all types of abominable food, man.
Right.
You know, though the Lord have his men out here telling you the right way, you refuse to hearken, man. You know, and it says here, and thou saidest, I should be a lady forever, so that thou layest these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. So therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly, that say in thine heart, I am, it says, I am and none else beside me. It says, I should not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and one day. The loss of children and widowhood, and they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments, man. You know, and those enchantments goes into the witchcraft. Because all these holidays are surrounded about sacrifices to heathens, man. Like it's a movie that came out called Thanksgiving. I believe it's based on the consensus of what happened during a Black Friday holiday. You know what I'm saying? Which Black Friday goes into the historical account of them selling slaves half off, man. You know? So with the spirit, man. So anyway, that was based on the account of them selling slaves pretty much half off, man. But you got a bunch of niggas that go to the store and they trample with each other. And that was the whole thing, you know, of them trampling over people. And I guess the serial killer's family or somebody got killed in the midst of it. And he started a killing spree based on the whole fucking Black Friday finagle, man. Which you people go over there and you act stupid. I've literally seen people fight over PS5s, bro, PS4s, 32-inch TVs. Hey, when the PlayStation 2 came out years ago, at them Black Friday, when them doors open, people literally got trampled to death over that shit, man. You know? And he's showing you the stupidity of you people. He show you right in his movies how dumb you are, man.
He's gonna show how heavy that witchcraft is to get the massive amount of people. You get thousands of people to become so fucking worshiping and crazy that they willing to trample each other over something that you can buy with some money. It don't make no damn sense. For shopping, like, damn, man. You done killed someone and stepped over. You got hundreds of people that looking at this motherfucker they walking on top of to go get a fucking video game console.
Right.
That's a heavy demon witchcraft that's being put on the people. It goes to show the spell that it has on the people. Consume, consume, consume. Buy, buy, buy. You must have this. You must do what they say do. You must celebrate. You must do this. And you people are under a heavy spell, man. You know?
That's right, man. It really goes into that spirit of hedonism, man. Because every holiday is a fucking, you go in debt, man.
Yep.
You know? You go in debt for Thanksgiving, trying to get all these fucking money for a holiday feast. You go in debt again for another feast on Christmas. Then all the presents with Christmas. Then you go out and spend your whole paycheck getting drunk on New Year's. All right? You get one day off from Martin Luther King Day, then you gotta buy your fat, obese nigga woman something on Valentine's Day, you know? And then it's over, and then St. Patrick's Day, and then before you know it, you're in debt, man.
It's a holiday every fucking month, man.
Right, it's a spirit of mirth, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is not with it. Even some of our feast days were not happy and mirthful, man.
Oh,
you know?
Oh well, hey man, it was. I think it was like a couple years ago. Motherfuckers was mad because the Most High, it was probably like 40, 50 degrees on crib when no snow. You know what I'm saying? It was clear as hell. It was like a sunny day with no snow. Motherfuckers was mad about that shit. 'Cause you know, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Y'all used to have a snow on the ground. You got the big ass tree up. Motherfuckers watching Home Alone and shit, man. You just knew Santa Claus visited your dirty ass house.
Right.
Hey, that ain't a reality no more, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hey, shit. Look at it right now.
Hell no.
Back in the 90s, man, it been snowing right now. It'd have been like a real holiday spirit, but these people, they don't have that spirit on them no more. They're holding on to what they used to know, but these people are fucking through, man.
Yeah.
They're in despair,
That's right, man.
you know?
Everything's fucking debt fuel, man.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can there's only so much debt you can spend before your spirit starts getting convicted. Like, holy shit, things are slowing down. I'm about to have to pay this shit back.
Yeah.
You know, that's what America is, man. Credit card debt at an all-time high. Student loan debt at an all-time high. You know, and you people are still trying to keep the same energy you had for Christmas 20 years ago, man. And inflation's hitting your ass.
Yeah.
And that shows you there's a demon on you, because common sense to tell you, like, look, I need to pay some light bill instead of charging Christmas presents on my credit card. But what do people do, man? Nah, my son gotta get the PlayStation.
Yeah, you're putting a peer pressure within yourself that you're a bad parent if you don't go get them some gifts.
Right.
What kind of bullshit, man? And then look what happens.
See?
Your kids turn out to be extremely spoiled.
This place gotta go, man.
Yeah, absolutely gotta go, man.
That just a nigga, you just know it niggas, man. But it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and thou hast said, hey, I can't wait till the Most High give us that power, bro. Like, I'm going straight to the hood, bro. Like, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm going straight to the hood. And it reads here, and it says, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me, okay? Because that witchcraft. And this is the spirit that America pushed, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got a bunch of fucking cackling baboons behind us, man. And of course, you're gonna have a nigga that's in the midst of it, that's gonna be their protector, you know? But this is the shit we gotta deal with, man.
Right.
Just loud for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? And it says here, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know whence it rises, man. Because, hey, when judgment hit Babylon, these people gonna be fucked, man. All right? They're not gonna know what the hell hit them. Because they're in the spirit of motherfucking folly all goddamn day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when the missiles hit this fucking place, it's gonna be a good goddamn thing, man. Because all this bullshit we gotta deal with. Especially among our fucking people.
Right.
You know? And you know what, man? Keisha, you're through. That's it. Keisha, you're through, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got just allowed for no motherfucking reason. Like, you just want attention. Like, what the fuck, man?
You know, all the way up the fucking block, man.
Yeah, like, I can't, man. That's the spirit. We gotta curse out these women.
Right.
We was talking about
we were trying to do it. Now it's coming out.
Give you the example, man.
You know what I'm saying? You see the Edomite, when he's talking with a civilized voice, but you got a bunch of babbling niggas that gotta come, like, goddamn.
Bro, the property value just went down 20% for the
Yeah.
last 60 seconds, man.
And
Now
these
it's
are
gonna
the
go back up to get back to the hood.
and these are the niggas that's moving around you, bro. Like, you'll be living in a place, and all of a sudden you got one of them that come, and then a whole busload of them roaches come, man.
Yeah.
And people get on us as to why we get on our people, but look at the condition they're in.
Right.
You know, like she gonna say, I'm sorry, and she gonna fan our hand. Yeah, get your dirty ass on somewhere, man.
The same bitch will be having protect black women hashtags
Yeah.
on Twitter and shit like that. Look at how you carry yourself, man. You don't even have enough respect for your men to be in shape, to be in order.
You don't have enough respect for your man just to shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Let's just say this, right? Let's just say if one of them, we end up engaging with one of them, somebody really got offended, and the nigga would have tried to get tough and got beat up, all because she's trying to defend their honor. You know what I'm saying? And it usually happen that way.
Yeah.
When you Jake's gonna wake up, man, and realize that them black women ain't your fucking, they're your enemy, man.
Right. Right.
Hey, you Jake, stay away from Keisha, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay,
man.
because Keisha's gonna get you put in an untimely grave out here.
That's right, man.
You still got Jake out here talking about we gotta protect our black queen. Fuck the black woman, man, on this side, man.
Right.
Okay? and them that think like, you hear this shit? You hear him?
Yeah, kind of. And you know the sad part is that if that nigga would have got beat up, she would have been more willing to come with us.
Yeah, yeah.
So you was protecting her. Now you lost, nigga. You get your ass whooped.
Right.
Like she think he gonna really like beat up 5 dudes out here, like, you know.
But that's the stupidity of Jake, man. You're not virtuous for protecting a cackling, crab-eating bitch, man. All right, I don't give a damn if she's our people, man. She's out of fucking order, man.
She ain't my people. She ain't our people. She a fucking heathen, nigga. You know? Go ahead. Give me yeah, grab that.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 2, verse 11. It says, I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts.
Right. Hey, the feast days, man. Hey, when the feast days go to pass, when they die off, hey, these people gonna lose it, man.
Yep.
This is the only thing that's keeping these people in some type of proverbial mindset. But when, hey, you can't celebrate birthdays no more, you can't celebrate New Year's Eve, Thanksgiving, Christmas, man, that's gonna be a pleasure to see the look on these people's face, man. Because World War III is pretty much started. They gotta bring back a draft, and yet Jake is still doing the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like him just gotta get put to death, man. Like, I can't stand Jakes like that, bro, because you know they mean no good.
Right.
You know they mean no good, man.
Right.
And he's the sin off for them dumb hoes, man. You know, you the 2/3 of our people, you're through.
That's right.
All right, and the Most High, Yahweh Shimi Hawaii, is going to destroy you, and you heard that by the men of the Lord first, man. All right. Finish reading, brother. And
it
they
says-
drag Esau over there to take a picture. Look at this dumb shit, man. I would have said, nah, I ain't taking your picture, man. I don't want to be associated with niggas.
Verse 12, and I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she has said, these are my rewards that my lovers have given me, and I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field shall eat them.
Right, and hey, the beast of the field, starting with these heathens, man. Okay, when the so-called white man come down to you and he declare martial law, hey, all that cackling shit is gonna turn into crying and wailing and mourning, man.
That's right.
Okay? The
That's
scriptures
right.
say that the sodden woman, she's gonna sodden our kids for the one of meeting that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't gonna be no food out here, and then you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be starved out, to the point that your body is gonna rot, and then a lot of you women gonna be on your nasty ass rag. You have a bear out of the mountain that's gonna come in and eat your ass, man.
Yeah.
And they've been showing videos of these deers and shit, bro. They're just barking on people's front lines, bro.
Yeah.
Deers just sitting on people's lawns, bro, like they ain't
Spirit
nothing.
of boldness. So.
Yeah, bonus.
Yeah,
A deer walked in front of our building the other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? This nigga just walked around.
bears in Kansas City alone has been coming out in record numbers, coming in urban, suburban communities.
Yeah.
Just coming out in people's backyards and recording them. Another thing that's been rare here in Missouri is mountain lions. Now all these hunters are catching mountain lions left and right all over their cameras, their hunt cameras. So these beasts, they closing in on these motherfuckers, man. Once this society goes down, look how fast all these vines and animals started coming back just back in 2020, during when that thing took place. Everything got quiet, all these animals start coming out. So they gonna come in the battle, man. So get ready, man. The scriptures talk about how we set a curse on somebody, and that prophet said he set up a curse. He said, "Curse them in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai." And some she-bear came out the woods and tore 42 of them, man.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite accounts right there, man. Because people think shit is sweet with the Lord, man.
Right.
Y'all think because the Lord suffered you and He suffered some of these abominations that you're into, that the Lord is not really fuck somebody up, man. But that's a clear example. The Lord don't give a damn if you're a kid or anything, man. If you're out of order, you mock the prophets. That's a sin worthy unto death, man. A horrific judgment.
That's right. And
I'm gonna watch that.
another precept. It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 20. It
That's
says,
why nobody want them, man, and they know that. That's the only way they can make themselves feel important. If they got like people looking at how foolish they look, man. That's not sexy, but
it's not, why are you that loud?
Yeah, they drunk, man.
Talking about Babylon, man.
You see, that's why Esau doesn't respect niggas, man. You don't respect niggas either. But look at it, man. How can you respect that, man? You're out of order, your hair is short, green. You can't be told nothing.
bad rep, man. Then you're gonna get all extra mad and pissed off when one of these crackers call you a fucking baboon. But you call them the way you see it, man. At that point, you can't even knock them for it.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is they got niggas on standby ready to kill for them. All because niggas come in that same spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here they are clearly in the wrong for their behaviors, and you try to correct that. That would lead you get into shootout with niggas that's not even called for. So what do? You just kind of just like you brush it off, man. Back of your mind, you really want to take you really want to take a hand and flame it up with fire and really eviscerate it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know those spiritual powers. It was this game called King of Fighters. It was a guy by the name of Ko Kusanagi, man. He was basically like a fire god, so to speak, man. And he'll grab your ass and illuminate you on fire, man.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's
right
my
there.
dude, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Light your ass on fire.
Yeah.
I used to watch that show G Gundam back in the day.
Yeah.
It was an anime, man. That nigga had the glowing hand, bro. That nigga would grab me by the head, bro. That nigga hand be lit. That nigga head would just explode, man. That's what I'm coming through. Prospect. I'm running down the whole street grabbing niggas' head like you in church. Used to lay hands on you.
Hey, imagine what Omni-Man to do to them women, bro.
I'm gonna just grab one nigga. I'm gonna pick the niggerish nigga I can find. I'm gonna grab his ass. I'm gonna explode this shit, man. We fantasize about getting to you niggas, man.
Hey,
Because
what
you're
the
wicked, man.
scriptures say thy heart should meditate terror upon thy enemies, man. And the 2/3 of the enemies to Yahweh Shimon Yahushua right now.
Right.
You think Yahushua didn't want to fuck with me? Yahushua had to take the low, man, but he didn't fuck with niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua didn't deal with niggas like that, bro. He seen that, Yahushua get out like, nah, bro, they ain't even. Hey, what he say? Bring forth fruit meet for repentance, man.
Yeah.
But they're not meet for repentance, because if they were, they would have stopped here, they would have looked at the sign, they would have humbled down. At least the damn demon that came of the Edomite devil, at least he was talking to himself in silence. At least he walked around the camp and
Right.
got the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
These niggas parade right through our shit.
Right.
One woman was like, we're sorry, excuse me. But even then, you still had a haughty spirit on you.
She was saying in a mocking manner. She didn't even give a shit.
No, she didn't give a shit.
I seen it on TikTok. It was this white supremacist.
Yeah.
And he was having like a concert. And I guess he stood with Israel.
Yeah.
So he was trying to insult like the Palestinians in Gaza. And what he said was, the way he insulted them, he called them the black woman. He was like, you black woman, you trash. And he was like, you Gazans are terrorists or whatever the hell he said. But the way he insulted them, he called them the damn black woman, man. Just to show like these other nations, man, they just greatly despise, bro.
Right.
And initially I saw it and it made me like, I got hella upset when I seen it. It was like, that shit don't got nothing to do with us. But then I was like, you know what, man? Like, these people deserve those shit. Like,
Another thing, brother. Don't want to put you on blast or nothing like that. You ain't going off, but you might want to change that bandana. Bandana, you good now, but you know when they had the brawls and shit, the apostles brought out, you know, like with because that's the shit the Palestinians wear that, yeah, you know, so they like, oh, shit, he with that. And it's cool there. I actually had a red and black one like that, but like I don't wear it no more, man, because it's like, you know, they try to lump us in some bullshit. Yeah, so like you wear a scarf, man, you know, you just, and it's really on your spirit, you know, it's however you want to do it, but just so you know, you want to be circumspect because they look for anything to bring to him. Yeah, bro, you see this nigga Biden finna do? He's finna shut this shit down.
Oh yeah.
Ain't gonna be no more Odyssey, ain't gonna be no more, what's the other one? Big Shoot. I think it was in Rumble. All them things are getting ready to be shut down, man.
Right.
We ain't gonna be out here to come out here freely and teach these videos.
Right.
Which shows you the famine of the word is getting ready to.
Somebody. Car.
Slack.
Hold on, brother.
Slack.
One second.
Oh, you positive room. Okay, Con. We're good. Yeah, man. Salak, you know. Fuck that Satan, man. But yeah, we was going into rebuking these feast days coming up. I'm gonna bring out this precept again. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 20. It says, "Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?" Right. So the day that's coming, or what the Christians talk about, the great salvation, where they believe sweet Jesus gonna float from heaven in a crowd, get free hugs. That day ain't about to be no happy day. That's not how it's gonna go down. Okay, it's gonna be a day of darkness and no light in it, man. No brightness in it.
See,
verse 21, it says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. So it says he hates these feast days, man. And you know, our people, they live for these holidays that come up. They plan shit out all throughout the year. They'll stash money aside, more money they'll actually put in savings account to pay during these holidays and feast days than taking care of their bills, man. And stuff that's actually of importance. You know, you should be able to, if you're gonna put some money to aside, put aside to maybe catch up on your car insurance paid up in advance. You know, to where you ain't gotta worry about making monthly payments. They don't think about that. They save it up just to stay broke, man. You know, the Lord hates these
it's
days.
considered a tradition there.
Right.
And then when you ask them why they're doing it, well, it's for the kids. Well, the kids don't appreciate that shit, man.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the whole dichotomy and shit, bro, it's like it's pointless. It's vanity, man. You know what I'm saying? These people are laboring for faith. It's all vanity at the end of the day. It don't mean a goddamn thing, man. Cause they gonna be complaining, oh man, I ain't paying my. How many niggas think you think they pay their taxes on time? Hell fucking nah.
Right.
I still gotta file my fucking tax return, let alone these niggas, man.
Yeah.
Right. That's why the scriptures say all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
Right.
It's a vexation of spirit, man, because we know what the holiday represents, man. And if you don't know what's wrong with Thanksgiving Day, I got an article that's going to go into it. Of where it originates to edify you. If you've never heard of it and you're wondering, okay, why they're so hell-bent about Thanksgiving, it's just, I'm just trying to link up with my family.
Right.
Well, I got that article that goes into it, man,
Yeah.
and what it really represents.
Yeah,
All right.
because this non-stop feast days and high holy days, man. On top of all those holidays I was speaking about earlier, when you got Mother's Day, but then you got anniversaries, then you got birthdays. It's just every day of the year you can find something to celebrate, man. You know, and it's Esau taking all of this money from you, but these big high holy days, those are the big money grabs, man. Those are things you should know better on, because we told you over and over again, you know, how those things were perverted. It's a perversion of the scriptures to fit something pagan. But y'all don't want to hear it, man.
That's right. So this is an article, it's called The Land Is Ours, posted. The title of it is 1637, The Pequot Massacre, the real story of the annual U.S. Thanksgiving. And I like to refer to it as Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
Okay?
Thanks, take it.
And going on further, it says, but as the world spread in England about the paradise to be found in the New World, religious zealots called Puritans began arriving by the boatload. Finding no fences around the land, they considered it to be public domain. So they just came on somebody's shit. They seen the natives there and said, oh, this is free land.
Which proves that this is the land of the unwalled villages, man. Because it says he didn't see no fences. It's open, really. You only got a border, maybe to Canada and down to Mexico. Other than that, it's open, man.
Right.
Literally, there's no guard tower coming from the state of Missouri to Illinois or Illinois to Ohio. You just go straight through. You may have to go over some dirty-ass water over a bridge, but other than that, ain't nobody saying, okay, let me check your papers. You have credentialing to be over here. No, you just go straight there.
Right.
That's right. And it says,
You know, it says, welcome.
God.
That's it.
It says, joined by other British settlers, they seized land, capturing strong young natives for slaves and killing the rest. And this slave trade, you had over 100 million Native American and quote-unquote Hispanic people, okay, that were dwelling that land, and they were put on cargo slave ships and carried off to Great Britain and carried off over into Spain. And they killed so many that they needed more slaves to continue to build the things that they were building over here in America, and that spearheaded the transatlantic slave trade. So they said, oh, we got to go get those so-called Negroes too. We need some more slaves. We killed too many of them.
Right.
The genocide was so many, man.
Yeah, because 1507, the first slave trades technically started in Portugal and Spain, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where they was grabbing up them jakes that was over there in Spain, man. What was it? Not Istanbul, but Spain. It's another particular province. I gotta look it up, but Granada, all that shit, man. You know, a lot of jakes were getting grabbed up over there, and they were so-called men of color, man.
Right.
That's right, man.
Right. Really, it was an expulsion. They had to do something with the jakes in West Africa that were being taken down. We were being expelled out of Europe at that time, man. You know, so they weren't just gonna let us rock. You know what I'm saying? We went down to West Africa and they put our ass on ships and brought us over here, man.
Yep, same thing, man. And that's the prophecy. That's what Deuteronomy 28 and 68 goes into. They shall go into slavery again by ships, man. Egypt again by ships.
Yeah.
So what they did is they took our people into bondage, okay? Egypt, Mizraim bondage, and put them on cargo slave ship by the hundreds of millions, man. Genocide, big time genocide, man.
Well, it was over a course of time because you
Yeah.
could only fit so many people on the ship, and then you know they made several voyages there.
Time. Yep. That's and you can find that when you research something called the Spanish Acquisition.
Finishing position.
And, you know, that all started all the way back in the 1400s. The tail end of the 1400s, all the way up through the 1600s, you had that going on to the northern tribes.
And you know what's so crazy about it is we speculate that Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, we speculate they may be Jakes, but they financed it because they was the head of the nobilities of England or Europe at that time too. You still had Jakes that was in there, but a lot of them Edomites married into the nobilities of England, Ireland, and so forth, man. And then you know a lot of Jakes still was financing shit, so they financed the voyage fucking over here, man.
That's right, man. And going back into that article, it says they seized land, capturing strong young natives for slaves and killing the rest. But the Pequot nation had not agreed to the peace treaty Sequanto had negotiated, and they fought back. The Pequot War was one of the bloodiest Indian wars ever fought. In 1637, near present-day Groton, Connecticut, over 700 men, women, and children of the Pequot tribe had gathered for their annual Green Corn Festival, which is our Thanksgiving celebration. In the pre-dawn hours, the sleeping Indians were surrounded by English and Dutch mercenaries who ordered them to come outside. Those who came out were shot or clubbed to death, while terrified women and children who huddled inside the longhouse were burned alive. The next day, the governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving because 700 unarmed men, women, and children have been murdered. And that's exactly what happened. So they continued that massacre, and it went all over the North American continent, slaughtering tribes. And every single time they were successful, they held a victory feast. There were specific things on the menu that they were to eat. The first was the turkey, man. The turkey represented the beheadings and the lynchings of the Native American men. The stuffing represented the babies from the pregnant women. They would cut out the womb and they would smash and stomp under their feet. And then the cranberry sauce represents the bloodshed of all the Native American people, man.
Right.
So they had these items on the menu every single feast. And then, of course, they love swine. They brought swine over to the North American continent. So we wouldn't finish the feast if they didn't have their good old holiday ham, right?
Right. That's why. Now I lost my train of thought, but like we go back to the cranberry sauce, that represents the blood. That's why. Fuck, I lost my train of thought again. Go ahead.
It almost sounds like the communion to Satan on the left hand side. In the church they have us do eat the cracker and drink the
Blood, the water, wine, and grape juice.
Grape juice. As wicked as Jake is, somehow you can't drink wine. But that's what that reminds me of. You know, when you think about cranberry sauce, but it's the Satan one.
This is why they commemorate. This is why they commemorate those high holy days.
That's right. And this is why you gotta sometimes ask yourself, as a kid, you know, as a kid, man, you should be questioning, okay, why we gotta have to have turkey every year on this day? Of all the things we can eat, why is it so necessary to have a turkey, to have cranberry sauce, and have stuffing? If you don't have those three items, you know, they look at you crazy like you're celebrating Thanksgiving the wrong way.
Turkey Day.
You know, what's the reason behind it? That's the reason if you didn't know. Now you got the edification behind it, man.
Right.
This is why you shouldn't participate in that shit. Now it's fucked up because a turkey is a lawful bird. You're not in sin for eating a fucking turkey, you know? But of all the days of the year, they specifically choose to eat that thing because that's what it represented. It represented killing the Native American Indians, man.
But see, Jake do shit out of ignorance, and when you bring out this information, they like, well, we've been doing it for this long, we ain't. Why we got to change it now?
Right.
Ain't nothing happened to us then, but what you mean? You got diabetes all over the place, man. You know, and this day they commemorate until your downfall.
Right.
That's right,
Man,
man.
Esau sees you, man. That's another way of saying, yeah, we conquered you. Look
Right.
at you, because at the end of the day, none of this that you're partaking in is from Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
None of these are worshiping the Heavenly Father. You're clearly not calling on the Heavenly Father, worshiping Christians, man, but instead you're calling on Jesus Christ, and you give up all your prayers and seances to this left-hand magic, man. None of it. It's not the high holy days, man.
Right.
That's
Nope.
right, man. Reading on further, it says, cheered by their victory, the brave colonists and their Indians allies attacked village after village. Women and children over 14 years old were sold into slavery, while the rest were murdered. Boats loaded with as many as 500 slaves regularly left the ports of New England. Bounties were paid for their Indian scalps to encourage as many deaths as possible. Following an especially successful raid against the Pequot in what is now Stamford, Connecticut, the churches announced a second day of Thanksgiving. So it goes to show the history behind these Catholic churches and shit you're part of too, man.
Yeah.
So not only did one person declare it Thanksgiving, now the churches is saying Thanksgiving for what they were doing to these natives, man. It says to celebrate victory over the heathen savages, man. That's what they think about you fucking so-called Native Americans and Hispanics, man.
Right.
So try to act like you white all you want, man, and join up with them. That's how they truly fucking feel about you.
Well, a lot of them natives coming over here across the border, a lot of them got to classify as being white too, man.
God.
They got to classify as that.
And they women love fucking whitey, man.
Yeah.
I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Love that shit,
yeah. I tell a little cat-eyed chick, man. She love Esau, bro.
They
She swerving
worship
down.
Esau.
She don't. She hate Esau, but I'm like, you talk like them. You try to work with them. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. I'm like, you like they women. You befriend they women. You know what I'm saying? Yet you claim you hate them, but yet you want to be just like them.
Yep.
In an indirect way. And one thing about the Native American woman, bro, they love Esau. Like you said, the
Yeah.
women, they love Esau. And they showed you that in that movie, what was it called? Killers of the Flower Moon, man.
Yeah.
The fucking woman knew that the nigga was
Yeah.
coming over there to take over. She said it. She said, yeah, I know he wants our money, and eventually they gonna kill us, man. And this is what the motherfucker did, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
that word for coyote.
You got our
Yeah.
women, man. You
Yeah,
got.
but you know what the bitchest thing was? Oh, well, he's cute. Oh, he's kind of cute. I'm like, I wouldn't show you how women to drop the ball, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your brother, but
God.
you got it.
Yeah, man. The Gadite woman is notorious for lusting after Edomite men.
Yep.
You know, that's why they came out, this devil pushed out that movie Pocahontas, that Disney movie, man, to keep that vibration rolling, man. But that's how they really feel, man.
Yeah.
I've seen countless fine, dime Gadite women lusting completely after Edomite, man.
Right.
They love that blonde hair, blue-eyed fucking cracker, man.
Right, right.
It says, following an exceptionally successful raid against the Pequot in what is now Stamford, Connecticut, the church has announced the second day of Thanksgiving to celebrate victory over the heathen savages. During the feasting, the hacked off heads of natives were kicked through the streets like soccer balls. Even the friendly Wampanoag did not escape the madness.
Right.
And that's the history. If you don't know about the Wampanoag tribe, that was the first tribe that encountered Esau when he first got his ass over here. And they did actually have a feast, and they were kind to his ass and brought him food. And they said, oh, these people are rich and wealthy. We can do whatever the fuck we want with them.
Well, he said, this is the book of Psalms 55, and I'm going to start at verses 20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and he have broken this covenant, man. Okay, and going back to what the brother is breaking down, man. They broke covenant, and they broke every peace treaty, over 450 peace treaties with God, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole idea of Esau coming over here, for one thing, you had, they was expelled out of Europe. There was a bunch of wicked ass, either dirty, they all wicked, but it was a bunch of Amalekites, you know what I'm saying, and different Edomites that came over here, and they took down Gad, man. They came over here because they knew it was Hebrews on this side of the world. That's why, they had up to 5 speaking Hebrew too guys with them, because they knew the language and they knew the people over here were Israelites. Okay, they didn't come over here to make peace with them. They came over here to be subtle and to take them down and stab them in the back, and they knew that it was gold over here. Because it was a well-known fact that this side of the world, or the Americas, was known as Ophir, man, which goes into gold.
Right.
You know, like when you go down to Puerto Rico, it's called Rich Port. That's another term of gold, man. You got a place in Chicago called the Gold Coast, you know, because they knew there was a lot of wealth over here. And Solomon, he had like his particular navies at the time, how can you say it, like his, he had like Hamitic or Hamites or servants that came on this side of the world to gather up the gold and the peacocks to take back to build this temple, man. You know, like go down there in parts of Puerto Rico and go down, they still got fucking treasures of gold down there.
Yeah, they still call California the Golden State.
Golden State, yeah.
There was a huge gold rush back there, man.
Yeah.
They weren't even that worried about California at first, and they found out that gold, man.
Yeah.
By like 1850, they had declared California a state, man. They fucked up all kind of Ithaca rights. Guys over there, man.
Yeah,
And it was so fucked up, bro, because bro, when they was transporting the gold from here to back to Europe and shit, bro, Esau was so greedy to the point he would put so much gold on the ship that he would sink, man. The fucking ship would sink, man.
Yeah,
Like,
there's still treasures down there.
Yeah.
Ships that just sunk because the nigga was greedy, man.
Yep. Hey, treasure hunters still to this day find all that
Doubt.
gold, man. They were fighting in wars, and that whole goes into the whole concept of pirates. That goes back to Benjamin, man. Them Benjamites, they the ones that started at becoming pirates, and they were fucking up them damn Edomites, man. They were banded
Pirates of the
together.
Caribbean showed
Yep.
that.
Yeah, they showed that. Man. They showed a lot of hidden gems in that Pirates of the Caribbean. Slocky, it was actually Benjamin and Levi, man. Levi and Benjamin was fucking Esau up in the Caribbean, man, getting all that gold and shit. You
That's
know?
why you bankrupt. That's why the Caribbean and like, man, you go down to Hispaniola. That's why it's bankrupt down there, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau still can't get over the fact that during the French Revolution that Levi handed his ass to him, man. That's why he hate Levi, man.
That's right.
But it says here, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. It says his words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords, man. You know they come over, you know how Esau shake hands with you, and before you know it, your ass is getting fired, man. And this is what he did to Native Americans, man. And they showed you that in the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, bro, you saw all that buffalo they had on the land?
Yeah,
Bro, I mean,
that was good, clean meat right there,
Good
man.
meat,
One
bro.
of them will last a whole family a year, bro. A
Bro.
whole family.
Bro, we didn't have no diseases over here. There was no cold. There were no rats. This motherfucker bought rats over here. He bought horses. He bought all types. He bought
Pigs.
cockroaches.
Nigga brought candy
He
here.
bought candy, bro. Yeah. He gave him candy, bro, and gave him alcohol. They call that shit firewater, man. And to the point, because Gad was so pure. Like, let's just say if you've never had anything abominable in your life, if you go eat a Big Mac, you would probably drop dead, man.
Right. Huh.
That was the first concept of GMOs right there. Even though they was not technically genetically modified, in fact, but they still modified the shit. Because technically everything is processed, if you really want to be honest. But even with olives or breaking down olive oil, it's still processed. But they over-process shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave Gad candy, they gave him alcohol, man, and before you know it, not even a generation later, shit, Gad was dying from diabetes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad, man. And then the blankets, man, it was a genetic warfare. What they did, they brung blankets infected with people that died from smallpox over in Europe. They mixed the blankets together, and they used it as a form of trade. They had these nice ass blankets they was bringing, and Gadites, they was trading for them. They're like, oh yeah, we want them blankets. Cool.
Yeah.
And they all got sick behind that smallpox shit, which is the beginning stages where the common cold comes from.
Yep. Because they taught Esau how to survive the harsh winters here, man. And in retrospect, when Gad would go out hunting, Esau, what he would do, he'd go to the villages and rape the women and kill off the kids and shit, man. The devil, man.
Right.
That's right, man.
Quick excerpt. It says, how many treaties has the U.S. broken with native tribes? From 1778 to 1871, the United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with the Native American tribes. All of these treaties have since been either violated in some way or outright broken by the U.S. government.
And this is what they do. They push them off their land. They'll set up a treaty and they will push them off the land, bro.
Right,
Like
right.
right now, it ain't even really Gadites that's really getting all the reparations. They call it like the 5% rule, man. Like you gotta have some type of Edomite blood in you for you to really get them reparations, man.
Right.
And you do have some guys that may be getting them, but for the most part, Gadites that look like this brother and you, they ain't giving that shit to Jake, man.
Right.
They're like, hell no.
And they showed you in that movie how it came to be because they started procreating with Esau, man. Esau passed all these laws to give you benefits as Native Americans, and then he started claiming to be Native Americans, man. And now he's getting more benefits than the actual Gadites are, man.
Yep.
Yep.
$5 Indian.
$5 yep. You even got Esau, Edomites going to fucking powwows, man, and trying to learn it, man.
Yeah.
You know? You ask any of them. You ask any of them. Oh, I'm 5% Native American, man. You devils ain't no goddamn Native Americans, man. You're Edomites. Own up to it. I'm 5% Indian. No, you a damn devil, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
They want to be everybody under who the hell they supposed to be, man.
Right.
That's right. Read on further into this article. It says, even the friendly Wampanoag did not escape the madness. Their chief was beheaded and his head impaled on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts. where it remained on display for 24 years. The killings became more and more frenzied, with days of Thanksgiving feasts being held after each successful massacre. George Washington finally suggested that only one day of Thanksgiving per year be set aside instead of celebrating every massacre.
Right.
Later, Abraham Lincoln decreed Thanksgiving Day to be a legal national holiday during the Civil War.
Right.
On the same day, he ordered troops to march against the starving Sioux in Minnesota, which he just did a complete genocide and killed all of them.
Yeah.
So Lincoln wasn't for y'all cats either. That was a fucking devil too, man.
Right.
Hey, Lincoln was a small hat, man.
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln had to be Abraham Lincoln. He was a straight small. He looked like a Malachi, man.
Yeah. He was the first. I don't want to say the Z word, but you know.
Yeah.
He was the beginning of the Z
Z-I-O-N, yeah.
Within Amalek, man. And because 1828, they was talking about going into the land again, man. The patriarchs, Bauer and all them guys.
Yeah.
Now they wasn't able to get to it until after like World War I. But that was way back before Lincoln. They were talking about doing that, man.
Yeah.
And Lincoln was set up to move America in the direction where it's gonna go, man.
And hey, what's this guy's name? He came up with the concept of the Yiddish. I forgot his name. It's something. It's a rabbi or some shit.
Yeah, I forget his name.
And even before the time of World War I and II, bro, they already had this like in the tabloids and shit of how we got to make Israel a Jewish state. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to integrate that language. I gotta look up his name again, man. His name is something. It's a rabbi name. Something. I'll look it up, man. But basically, what he did was he came up with the whole concept of the Yiddish is basically Hebrew, Slavic, Germanic, all a bunch of bullshit that's put together. But they already came up with a language called Hebrew, which we dealt with the Assyrian Hebrew during the captivity, but he reintegrated it into like this new Yiddish shit today, and this is the language that they speak over there. But this was like in the 1800s that they were talking about this, man. So Eleazar ben Yehuda, yep. You know what I'm saying? And that guy right there, I believe that was like in the 1800s or some shit, man. So it makes sense as to how they was trying to make this a Zionist movement even over 100 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? Which shows you that whole bullshit about 1948 was nothing but bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? That was all through political means that they've been talking about 100 years prior for them putting it in there. You know?
That's right. It says this story doesn't have quite the same fuzzy feeling associated with it as the one where the Indians and pilgrims are all sitting together at a big feast. It says, but we need to learn our true history so it won't ever be repeated. And that's exactly what happened. These niggas didn't learn their history, so now it's being repeated. Now they having all this feast celebrating all these people that have been slaughtered, man. It says, next Thanksgiving, when you gather with your loved ones to thank God for all your blessings, think about those people who only wanted to live their lives and raise their families. They also took time to say thank you to the Creator for all their blessings, right, man? And Esau didn't give a shit, man. He kept this national holiday that was declared by Lincoln and George Washington, man. You know, and you niggas still to this day will participate it, will bring out this history telling you, hey, look, this was created to celebrate killing, you know, your brothers and sisters. Yeah. And niggas still say, oh, well, you know, I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it just because I love my family. I'm saying thank you for my family. But yeah, you saying thank you to some fucking abomination that you eating at that damn table with that swine and shit,
right.
Man.
But you'll tell them you can celebrate Hanukkah. It's around the same time of the year. You know, it's a feast day for 8 days. Do that instead of Thanksgiving.
Right.
And they still can do it, man. It's like even when you bring the horse to water, so to speak, the niggas still don't want to drink it, man. So everything is set up for you. You just want to celebrate this Thanksgiving bullshit, man.
Well, I got a precept. This is the book of Daniel 9, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at 3. It says, and I set my face unto the Lord Yahweh to seek by prayer and supplication with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. And I prayed unto Yahweh my power and made my confession and said, oh Lord, you think this nigga would have had the courtesy to turn the fucking radio down, man? But anyway, it says, oh Lord, the great and dreadful God, keep the covenant. That shows that Jake have no respect for what we do. So you know what? When all hell break loose, we're not gonna have respect to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be coming up to us, sir, please feed us, man. We're going to walk right over you. You're like, wait a minute. When you the nigga in that raggedy ass ram that was lost. And that's all spiritual, man. That's really indirectly. He realized what he's doing, but he don't even realize he's offending the Lord, man.
Right.
That's highly offensive, man. You know, that's another way of them saying, fuck Lord, man. Piss off.
Right.
That's why the best thing that's happening for this place is destruction, man.
That's right.
And that's
man.
the spirit, because that nigga looked like he possibly could have been a guy in that fucking truck, man.
Yeah.
And we talking about his fucking history here. And if it wasn't Gad, you know, it was the whole northern tribe, all this happened to y'all, man. They were slaughtering you, man. The natives include you so-called Hispanics, so-called Mexicans, which you could have been that. You know, that victory feast was held to killing y'all niggas too, man.
And it says here, and I prayed the Lord my power and made my confession and said, oh Lord, the great and dreadful power, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments. We have sinned and have committed iniquity and have done wickedly and have rebelled even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments, man. And this is why the Lord allowed Esau to set up this wicked ass Thanksgiving take, man. Because Jake doing the same goddamn thing now.
Yeah.
Before Esau came over here, Jake wasn't doing the law, statutes, and commandments properly, man. I mean, they started off at a point in time, but over time, they got fucking rebellious, man.
Yeah.
Jake started sacrificing each other. They started getting into incest. They started worshiping shaman gods. You know what I'm saying? They started doing all the fucking, I mean, it was madness, man, that Jake was engaging in. And they're still doing it to this day. So, hey, the Lord got to send another sweep through, but in this time, it's going to be like no other, man. You know?
Gonna be,
because it's not going to be no, hey, the 2/3, they ain't going to have no repentance on this side. Because they're not going to know what name to call on. They're not going to have any type of wisdom and knowledge or understanding of the truth. Okay? And they're not going to buckle down into the bed of the Lord, man.
Right.
So death is coming for them niggas, man.
Yeah.
and this time, you know, instead of being the fucking pilgrims doing the killing, they're gonna have these helmets on that's gonna say UN painted on the side. They're gonna have other countries over there, such as the Russians. You're gonna see their logo on their uniforms. It's gonna be a bunch of various different countries in the land of unwalled villages, man, coming to fan this place, meaning to completely ransack it and destroy it, man.
Yeah.
These other nations, they're gonna come here and they're gonna have their way with you people. It's gonna start in the house of Israel first, man, because you niggas refuse to repent.
That's right, man. That's right.
And it says, neither have we hearkened unto the servants, the prophets, man, which spake in thy name to our kings and our princes and our fathers and all the people of the land. So, O Lord, righteousness belongeth to thee, but unto us confusion of faces as this day, and to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and to all Israel that are near and that are afar off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their transgress that they have transgressed against thee, man.
Hey, so, hey, all you Jakes got part of the judgment coming, man. All of you transgress. Yeah, we getting on how this happened to the Native American Indians, but really it's all inclusive. Because they were celebrating this victory feast during the time of George Washington, and guess who was enslaved during that time? So-called Negroes too. So the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, they held a day of Thanksgiving feast of slaughter you niggas. They celebrated their 4th of July of slaughter you niggas, and had a whole fucking song for it, man, called the Star Spangled Banner, man.
Yeah.
The original lyrics is singing about slaughtering you niggas, man. And you always want to be lumped up with these fucking holidays, man. Participating in something that was celebrating your own downfall and destruction.
Hey, which one of the third verses they cut out? It was like a third verse. They don't really, yeah, the third stanza. Yeah, they cut that out because it's directly to you, man.
Right.
And this is why through the spirit, man, you Jakes, and Jake, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about their heritage. They don't care about who they are. They don't give a shit.
Right.
They're like,
right.
okay, that's good, but you think that this will compel Jake to repent. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
They've been so far gone, and this is why we tell you about the 2/3. You got to let them go, man.
Right.
Don't worry about the 2/3, man. You know, you got these other camps out here. They say, well, we got to teach our, look, if we perceive you to be a 2/3, we're not even going to deal with you, bro. For what? Why deal with somebody like that that's going to be rebellious, man? You know what I'm saying? Here, a nigga flaming up a blunt at the camp, you know what I'm saying, and go out and commit adultery after you heard the word of the Heavenly Father. So a man like that ain't got no dealings in the faith, man.
That's right. Got another preset.
Hold up, let me bring this out. Bring that out.
Quick, 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 8. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time is come prepared, plenteous is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. All right, so that's basically the Lord telling us, look, the pride, these niggas that walked in great pride, so they're gonna have great misery. All right, but you need to worry about people that are like you, man. In other words, fuck these niggas, man. When you see them start getting jacked up, start getting fucked up, I'm doing that. I'm the Yahweh Bashim Shai is fucking them up, man. Don't feel bad for these people, all right? Because they walked in great pride. They didn't repent. They were told over and over and over again. They rejected the Lord over and over and over again. So they're gonna have to take everything that comes with that, man. You see?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. So they say, hey, they have a prayer at Thanksgiving Day. The whole family holds hands, and they give thanks to Jesus for that food. The Lord said he's not regarding none of that, man. And it says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. Right now, they're already starting the Christmas music. The Lord ain't dealing with that either, man. Take away all this pagan holidays and songs. Santa Claus. But you know, fucking Santa Claus is an anagram. If you move the letters around, it spells Satan.
Yeah, right.
Satan. You're worshiping the spiritual demon Satan, man. You're worshiping a holiday called Saturnalia. It has nothing to do with the birth of our Savior, Yahweh Shai, who was also born in the spring, by the way.
On Passover time, man.
It says, but let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices?
No, go back and slow down on the other verse and give yourself time to break it down.
God. I'll start at verse 23. It says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
Yeah, man, and judgment is gonna run down like waters, man. Because hey, like you know how like when you have a bathtub, let's say you had a broken faucet and the bathtub overflows, what can stop it? Pretty much nothing. You gotta wait for a maintenance guy to come and turn the water off. But this time the Lord ain't gonna turn that water off, man.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna let things intensify to the point people gonna literally give up the spirit of the fear of judgment out here, man.
Right.
Because it's gonna get real scary in a little bit. You know, we got all this mirth, we got all this stuff like the brothers going into. We have all that happening, man. But eventually, this shit is gonna be a thing in the past, man. To the point that one day you eating a streetcar grill, to the next day you eating your fucking 12-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Right.
That needs to, and you know what? We need judgment out here.
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble is very well needed because Jacob's trouble is set up to bring a purging into these wicked ass, these 2/3, man.
That's right, man.
Prime example, them calculating monkeys we saw here earlier. They need to be purged, man.
Yeah.
Okay, because what benefit do they bring to our nation outside of confusion?
God.
Not a fucking thing, man.
That's right.
Okay, so they got to be swept out of the way.
God.
You know? And then if the Lord's gracious to him, he would do that shit today.
And you know what? That includes you Israelites and these Passovers that you guys are celebrating
man.
too, man. Because that was a big thing back in the day. Jacob, it would be the Passover, quote unquote. But what was it? It was a big ass excuse to be in a mirthful spirit to throw a big ass party, basically, man. You see, the Lord is tired of that shit too. You don't give a damn if you know you're an Israelite, man. If you're not in the right spirit, the Lord's gonna cleanse you niggas, man. All right? If you think the Passover is a big fucking party, all right, you're not in the right spirit, the Lord gonna sweep you up with the niggas that celebrate Christmas and the rest of that, man. Because you're not in the right spirit.
And you know you got this big thing going on now too about this guy Nate talking about after the 1,000-year period, then all of a sudden Esau gonna come and that's madness, man. For one thing, the scriptures tell you once Yahweh Shai comes to set up the kingdom of heaven on the planet Earth, that's it. Ain't gonna be nobody that's gonna take us down. Which part of the scripture you don't understand that Jacob should be arrested and nobody should make him afraid? Ain't gonna be no 1,000-year revolt. This devil gonna somehow get out of his chains. Here we got spiritual power on the planet Earth. We know things that's gonna happen before it happen. Don't you think we would have done away with that shit, man?
Right.
This man ain't gonna have no power to rebel. He's gonna be literally beat down out of his 1,000 years of slavery. He's gonna be really ready to be burnt up and destroyed. Get ready to be burnt up and destroyed before he spends another eternity under us.
Right.
Well, it says that in the book of Obadiah. He's going to be completely eradicated. He's going to be a memory, a thought. Even that memory going to start fading away.
Yeah, but this dumb nigga Nate, he don't understand history, man. He don't understand that Revelation 20 is broken up into 2,000-year periods. He don't understand that. And when it goes into, it says that the elect shall reign, or we shall reign with Yahweh 1,000 years. When you go into the word reign, it means to govern, to rule. It's going to be a 1,000-year period of us building up the kingdom of heaven, man. Or the other nations, man. And we're going to use other nations to do it, to beat the shit out of them. Meaning we're going to be like literally taskmasters over their ass. And everything they do, we're going to fuck them up, man. And after that punishment is solidified and rectified, then, you know, we're like, all right, y'all nations, y'all go back to y'all shit. But hey, remember, y'all fuck up, we on that ass.
That's right. And it says, have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech and Chewin, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. So they continue just to do the idolatry, the idols, man. Instead of sacrificing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, participating in his high holy days the correct way, like the brother went into, you know, the Hanukkah. That was ended this last Thursday. That's 8 days you had of mirth and celebrating, you know, having food, you know, and celebrating the victory we had over our enemies. But instead, you choose to celebrate our enemies' victory over us.
Right.
The oxymoron in that, man.
Right.
The hypocrisy in that. It makes no sense, man.
Right.
And now you Jakes, you're giving all this information to show you what's wrong with it, and y'all still not gonna repent from it. You're still gonna do it.
And you know what? Those other guys, those camps too, man. Why isn't the holiday of Hanukkah as big of a spectacle as y'all make of the Passover in front of everybody, man?
Right.
You would think of any high holiday you could have like this cookout style
Turn up.
you know, turn up, it would be this holiday, but y'all are dead quiet on that, man. Y'all reserve the day, the solemn assembly, all right, to do all of your mirth, man. That shows y'all are completely fucking backwards, man.
Yeah.
All right, and you're gonna die the same death of these heathen worshiping niggas, man.
That's right, man. Because a lot of these cats, they're using an excuse. They didn't want to shake the Christian holiday, the celebration. They didn't want to shake all that mirth. You didn't become a new man or a new woman like you're supposed to be when you come into this truth. You couldn't wait to find something else and find an excuse to create another party that you so miss so bad doing in the world. You're not supposed to be concerned and have a desire to want to continue doing all those things, man. You're just supposed to be dumped and not give a shit about all that. So then you held on so tight to that. Then you start profaning the Lord's high holy day. The highest day is his Passover, man. Making it a party. And then y'all, I mean, correct me if I'm mistaken, I don't see them even participating in the Day of Atonement at all.
Well, I mean,
maybe they
honestly,
do,
honestly,
but I don't know.
You really wouldn't know, because honestly, we the ones, we do shows on it, but you really won't know if they fasted or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's fuck them shit. We doing what we gotta do.
God. Because I don't even see them teaching about it, so that's why I'm just mentioning that.
Nah, well, Jake don't want to do anything that's sincere. That's the part. Jake play too much, man.
Right.
When it comes to buckling down and doing what we gotta do, Jake don't really want to do that, man. Like the apostle said, when it comes to like anything controversial, that's when you get the most video likes and hits. But when it comes to like actually being studious, nobody like all the videos we put out on history, I don't get no likes on them. Videos I do on Hebrew, I don't get no likes on that stuff, man. Jake
Right.
don't want, because it makes him sit down and think.
Right.
And another thing, Jake, they suffer from ADHD. They have too many disorders. They can't sit still and focus, man.
Yeah.
But when you put out a video about the black woman being a wicked demon, or you put out some nonsense about an Edomite getting beat up, then all of a sudden you're gonna have 1,000 likes, 200,000 views.
Right.
You're gonna share 15 times, man. Hey, you're gonna be the top dude for the week, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus when you're bringing out this knowledge, Jake don't want to hear that, man. Because that's a nigga always want to be entertained. Right? I gotta reset. This First Maccabees 4 and really 56, man. The whole chapter is really good, but I'm gonna start up to let's start verses 47. It says, then they took the whole stones according to the law and built the new altar according to the former. Meaning they modeled it after how it was. And it says here, and they made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple and hollowed the courts. And they made also new holy vessels. And into the temple they brought the candlesticks and the altars of burnt offerings and of incense in the table. And upon the altars they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the candlesticks they lightened, that they may give light unto the temple. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table and spread out the veils and finished all the works which they had begun to make. Now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month of Calsulu, Salakia, in the 148th year, there rose up betimes in the morning and offered sacrifices unto the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they made. But look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, and even in that it dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals. And then all the people fell upon their faces and praising the power of the heaven and giving them good success. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise, man. And then when you go to John 10 and 22, I believe, Yahushua spoke about the Feast of Dedication, man, which proves it's an apocrypha, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was us commemorating the Most High because of our victory over the fucking heathens at that time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was something to celebrate.
Yeah.
And guess what? When we get up out of here, like we said, the new high holy day, the new Passover from Babylon, we will celebrate that, man.
Right.
Because that's going to be a celebration of deliverance from this wicked kingdom.
Yeah.
Like when we get them chariots, brothers, man, hey, bro, the Lord, we gonna toast up, man. The Lord put them crowns. We gonna, Gloria, Gloria, we gonna throw them crowns, bro. We gonna have the bro. The Lord said, I don't drink it new with you until I get up my Father's kingdom, man. That's something I want to be part of, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that man, fuck Casamigos. I want to hit on the Lord, you know, the Lord pack, man.
Yeah.
Right,
Put
God,
that crown on, I'm going nigga hunting immediately.
Man, bro.
Right.
But just think about it, bro. Just a breath of fresh air. It's like when you make it, you're gonna be like, and I'm just speaking from a third dimensional stance, bro. But like when you make it, you just like, damn, did we really just make it up out of here? It's gonna be like a breath of fresh air, like,
Yeah,
oh
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy because all of our bodies gonna be changed too, man. Like we don't even know what healthy feels like, bro.
Bro,
You know
like,
what I mean? Like even if you're quote unquote healthy, bro, we not healthy, bro. Like this shit is so low level. These bodies were made for heathen, bro.
yeah.
Right.
You know, like this is some shit that the heathen can get their little bit of glory in, but this is never meant for us, man. Hell no.
And to be honest with you, like the body we got now, it's a fucking machine, but it's the shit that the man puts in us.
Yeah.
The body is designed to, just imagine if this body is designed to be at optimal levels, bro. Like if you just say if you lived in a beautiful culture with no pollutants, no chemtrails, just imagine how good you would feel. You would literally feel like a feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember like it was about a month ago, man. I thought I felt so light on my feet, man. I think I called one of you, bro. I'm like, man, I feel like a feather. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit can't be normal because I'm like, you used to being healthy, but like being healthy.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, a week later, here come the symptoms again. Eyes darkening and shit. I'm like, here we go. But just the fact of getting the fuck out of here, man. But the body is literally designed to, it's a self-healing mechanism,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Without all the poisons that you're ingesting.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just imagine when we get the new bodies, bro.
Right.
What we gonna be able to do with that? No curses on us.
Yeah.
Just imagine like the diamonds. I was meditating on that the way to the camp, bro. Like, you know how Jake be shining and shit, man. They got the grills. Just imagine the type of shit we gonna be wearing, bro. I'm talking about Jake necklace is gonna look like the universe, bro.
God.
bro, I'm talking about, I'm gonna sell grills in the kingdom, bro. I'm gonna hook y'all brothers up, man. Like, man, I'm gonna hook all y'all brothers up. Like, yeah, that's you all day,
Straight opal everywhere.
bro.
Straight
Yeah,
black
that's
opal.
And y'all know how like that blue light, like let's say, have y'all brothers ever been like to a concert or like a fight or something like that? Like, you know, like the T-Mobile Arena, like when it gets dark in there, but like you got on some real flash jewelry, you know how them lights that hit that jewelry and the jewelry just be sparkling?
Yes.
It's like, we finna be like that, man.
Right.
God,
man.
yeah,
Man.
because I mean, think about it too. Going to account of some of them tribes, some of them Gadites, you know, they were warriors. They were able to run for hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
Just keep running
They said 300 miles.
because they didn't have none of that poisons over there, man. Their bodies were pure. They had the grounding effect from walking in what you call moccasins all the time. You know, they didn't have no concrete they was standing on. No swine was over there. They weren't consuming that bullshit. You know, so hey, they were warriors, man. They were able to do that. So imagine all the things you hear about testimonies of the things that they were able to do in this type of body. Imagine when we get the new bodies in the kingdom, man. We're really gonna be powerful, man. And the scriptures talk about how we shall run as sparkles off the rocks.
Yeah, like
That's some DBZ type shit,
Yeah,
man.
stuff on my
You know? God.
Hey, that brother did a video, bro. That video you did when that crazy ass bugged out Edomite bitch, when she was like, "Oh man, you blacks gotta get your." Hey, look, that power ain't going at anybody. Ain't no look. Let's just say them Jakes that walked up here about an hour ago. You think the Most High gonna get them niggas? Jake be robbing liquor stores with spiritual power, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you got the power to literally put the world back in righteousness, but a nigga want to go stick up a goddamn rim shot, bro.
Right.
Right. Right. Like, no
Fuck,
sense,
Jake
man.
sit up here robbing freight trains and shit.
Right.
Cause I can fly, man. That's madness, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Jake would still be trying to fight each other, man. You know, like the one excuse Jake had for fighting each other right now is that you can't take Esau down. But if you got spiritual powers, man, you know, well, now you have the power to take him down.
Yeah.
But see, a nigga's still gonna fight each
What?
other.
Who's Jake?
Don't interrupt, man. Just listen.
No, I know who Esau is.
Who
It
is he?
says
Who is Esau then?
That the Bible says, by him I hated.
Yeah.
Um,
Who is he? Who is he today?
well, I don't know.
Well, he's a so-called Caucasian race. The Edomites, they're the so-called white race today. They're the ones who the Most High have indignation with. Okay, they're who you consider the wicked of the Bible. They go by different names. They go by the wicked. They go by the devil and Satan. They go by the Edomites. They go by the Edomians. Okay, they go by virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, they go by the Assyrians. They go by different names, man. Because, you know, they're the wicked who the Bible talks about. Jake is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which Jake is an acronym for the house of Jacob and the 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we say Jake.
No, I don't know who Issachar is, but I'm watching the tribes.
You can see your nationality on this side anywhere?
No, I'm just looking at the Jewish names.
But anyway, going back to the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, this is what the brother said earlier. This is the Book of Wisdom of Solomon 3, and I'm going to start at verses 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, they should be greatly rewarded. It says, for the Most High approved them and found them to be worthy for himself. That's talking about the elect of our nation. Okay, so like what the brother did the video the other day on the spiritual powers, the Most High is not going to give that power to just any Israelite out here, man. Because Jake didn't earn that. And the Lord didn't call him to get that power on this side. That power is only extolled to a few men in the Lord on this side. Because even when you go back into the time of the ancient world, when the 12 walked the earth, hey, everybody didn't have spiritual power. But the men that followed Yahushua did. You know, and that's why people went to Peter to get healed. You know what I'm saying? They went to, it tells you that the handkerchief that Apostle Paul carried, it healed people, man. So his men that was doing the work, they was the ones getting blessed with that power. And guess what? That power is coming back in a big way. It has to, man. Because right now, we have so many brothers that's sick, ill in the body, man. Don't know what's going on. They going to these doctors and get, hey, just alone the apostles need healing, man. The Apostle Gabar said, look, man, he had to go to the emergency room. That shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this man doing the work of the Heavenly Father, and yet he's hurting out here, man. You know, we all in some type of pain, man. We young men out here, and we feel like we getting ready to just pass out sometime, man.
Right. See, in this society, you will die over some bureaucracy, man.
Yeah.
Just because Esau got red tape, you don't qualify for this and that. Then you got judgmental women controlling everything, man. So you'll just drop dead. Just, you know, he'll have all the medicine and shit to keep you alive, but you'll still die, man.
Yeah.
You know? Like, how the fuck is the number one cause of bankruptcy medical bills, man? Because this is an unrighteous society.
It's madness, man.
You know?
And it says here, and as gold in a furnace, he have tried them and have received them as a burnt offering. And what's a burnt offering? A burnt offering is a sacrifice, man. All right? A burnt offering is a sacrifice, man. Okay? And we're basically, hey, the Lord said, provide your bodies as a living sacrifice, man. Okay? And that's what we out here doing. So, hey, it's going to be a reward for that. You know? And it says, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble, man. So like the brother was saying, DBZ. Like when y'all see, like when it was a scene when Goku was fighting Cell, they was fighting so fast to the point you only seen little balls. You saw energy colliding, man.
Yeah.
Vegeta was on the sideline, pissed like, man, this nigga. But that's how we're gonna be out here, and it makes sense because what I found out, this man has a fucking AI army, bro, by the billions. Said we lie in wait for Christian blood. It's called the Black Awakening, man. And guess who they're talking about? They're talking about men like us. Because some form of fashion, they know men like us are going to get anointed with that power, man.
Yeah.
This is why they want to keep us sick. This is why they want to keep our women against us. This is why they want to keep us eating this bogus food, man. They want to keep the farmers. They want to keep all this in our neighborhood so we don't obtain that power, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe through the spirit, man, this devil probably even got some of the family tree on brothers that could have been prominent men back in the day.
Oh yeah, of course he does.
They keep track of,
Of course he does.
like Samson, descendants of him. They probably know exactly.
Of course he does. Yeah, of course.
We don't know. We lost all them records. This motherfucker got all our shit though, man.
Right, because they had the you had the Library of Alexandria. They caught on fire. But they could have raided that. And the Vatican got all this shit. They know a lot more than what they leave known, man. Enough to where if they published all of it, the whole world would be like, wait a minute, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on?
That's why this devil be watching the videos and stuff like that. He's really shook and scared, man. That's why he ain't physically made his move yet. He knows the prophecies are gonna have happened just because you niggas don't believe it.
Yeah.
This devil believes it. He knows that, hey, we're gonna be unlocked. We're gonna get these abilities. Why the fuck you think he's making up all these movies, man?
Right.
Putting out. You had the whole X-Men series. I just seen a post one of the brothers shared. I didn't even know the first Hulk character was actually a black man.
The first Spider-Man was a black character.
Right?
Yeah, he was. And guess where he was from? He was from West Africa.
Wow.
And it was a colony of them, a colony of Jake Spider-Mans, and this is why they going back to the Miles Morales route. See, everything gets circled, everything in perfect symmetry goes back to the beginning.
Right.
Everything, man. And when you look at it, he look like Miles Morales. I'm like, that's so. Peter Parker was never the original Spider-Man, which he's a lame man. Peter, he's a lame.
They whitewashed every fucking
Yeah.
all them characters, a lot of X-Men characters.
That was back when Esau needed all of that hope. You know, this is during like the 60s and shit. You know, they were trying to do the space race.
Yeah.
They had characters like Superman. He was the archetypal white man, buff. You know, had the smooth hair and shit. Yeah, that shit, that Greek bullshit, man. Nigga wearing tights. You know, that's some fucking folly, man.
He know who's the real superheroes are. I mean, even in our DNA, bro. Like, we just built different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake just built different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the way, like, I've witnessed this, bro. Like, I go to this years ago, and I used to just watch Edomites, and I just sit back. I'm like, I've been going to the gym 6 months.
Yeah, nigga look like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, bro.
His
Nigga like
name
ball
is
wrong.
Tyson.
Yeah. Nigga like ball wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Jake, man?
Yep. Yeah, man. See, yeah.
And you know what? I can't prove it, but I believe Esau had opened up some fucking portal and saw some shit, man. He knows, man. He knows, man. That came out a while ago, the mini Tucker in Daniel the 5th chapter. They were fucking around with that CERN when they were talking about these soldiers and all this shit Esau's preparing for. He's seen some shit. There's no way he's gotten this riled up, man. If he hadn't seen some shit that ain't really made the news yet, man.
But he lied about it, because it was an article that came out probably like early this year, last year. There was a video I was watching. They claimed that they saw this chariot, and they say that they said that they saw black men like with this black battle gear on with these gold plates on it. Like, y'all ever seen Power Ranger Zeo? Remember when Jason was the Gold Ranger?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, bro. Like, so they said they saw these black looking dudes, bro. Bushy froze, braids, beards and shit. I'm like, yeah, they look like they look like us. And he said they was from like a galaxy or like a different world with different technology and shit. And he said he saw these angelic beings, and he was like, he talked to him. And that's when I knew he was lying about the whole talking to him shit. Because for one thing, nigga, ain't no angel gonna talk to your wicked ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You saw what you saw, and you got scared, and you made up a lie, and made it seem like you made peace. For one thing, the scriptures say there's no peace unto the wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? But he saw the angels, man. Even during the time of Simeon Toko, they said that they had an angel, but they said an angel picked up like a fucking truck and was sweeping it like, you know how like an 18-wheeler is? Said he picked up the truck and he was just swinging that motherfucker like a nunchuck or something, bro. big brawling angels, man. Like decked out.
They said Simeon Toko stopped the plane in midair, just fucking frozen in flight in the fucking sky. Just stopped the whole damn plane, man.
And that's like seeing the Breitbart. Remember when the Breitbart nigga was in the air and shit, and the plane came?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he blew it up, motherfucker. He knocked it out the air, man.
Fuck, man. That's the shit that keep Esau up at night, man.
But so, brothers, we gotta be those men, bro. Like, and I know at times it feel like we die, and I'm like, man, sometimes, bro, like, I get low in the spirit. I'm like, what is power at? Because I'm like, the way I feel right now, I'm like, how we gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, since you got mornings like your body hurt, like you don't even want to get up out the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, lightheaded and shit. And me personally, I'm a brother to not have any known health problems. I've been healthy most of my life, man. But as of lately, shit has been a little different. And everybody is feeling it, man. I feel like, nah, you ain't the only one feeling fucked up, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
You start getting more devious with this shit too, man.
Yeah.
You found out people didn't want to take the you know what back in 2020. Now this nigga's dropping this shit in water supplies, bro.
He's a fool, bro.
Like it's not just we got less healthier, bro. This nigga's turning this shit up, bro. I know it, bro. Like the tap water, this shit it was always bad, but now this shit is really bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like this shit is really deteriorating our health, man. You know?
that's why you brothers, man, start doing them detox baths, man. Get bentonite clay, apple cider vinegar, man, Epsom salt, and it's something else. And use like some eucalyptus oil, man. Just, tea tree oil, put it in your water, soak in the tub for like 30 minutes. They do it like once or twice a week, and when you do it, you feel a lot more better because it's designed to pull toxins out of your liver, bro. Because like your body is probably so acidic from just being that way, man. Like, bro, like when I take them baths, I feel 10 times better and drink a lot of water to flush them toxins out. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, we gotta get that power.
Yeah.
Because like brothers are feeling this shit, bro. And he knows that. So like the brother said, he's putting this shit in the food. He's putting it in the air. You know what I'm saying? He's spraying it through our events. I won't be surprised if people go around our apartments when we go and putting poison in our homes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like how the hell you wake up one day and your whole body just different?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait, this shit ain't even right.
Yeah.
You know?
Testosterone and sperm count is down just from having fucking plastic, man. like it's like, bro, like what the fuck we gonna do here for much longer, man? Like this shit has gotta go, man. This shit gotta stop.
Get that and no flesh should be saved.
Yeah. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. It says that he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time, and time is the dividing of the time.
All right, now, hey, go and look up that word where. Go to the blue letter and look up the word where. Get the Hebrew word for it, man. Because when you see what's happening, he's literally taxing the planet Earth. Like, I put a video on my TikTok. I did a filming of my backyard, man. And how, like, you got certain leaves on the tree that were green, but they're dying. They're like crispy. They ain't even turning a full-fledged orange or yellow or none of that shit. And they're just dying. Then I got one tree next to it that's all orange and it looked good, but it's still in bad shape. To the point they got to cut the trees down, man. And see, when you cut down so many trees, it kills off the other trees because they don't have no way of communicating with each other, man. Trees communicate through roots and pollen and shit. Like when you have overly pollinated air, it's because the male trees are letting out too much, basically seed and sperm. They don't have no fucking female trees around. And
Right.
Esau does that on purpose, man.
Yeah.
He'll give you a whole block of male trees, which is imbalanced, but no female trees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the bees are supposed to help with that a little bit too.
Yeah.
But the bees are fucking gone, man. You know?
Bro, you got bees coming back. Like, I was at Quick Trip about a month ago, not a week, slack, about a month ago, October, and there's bees all around the damn garbage can. I'm like, where was these motherfuckers at in the summer? Why they here now? You got fucking gnats and shit, bro. I mean, literally gnats coming out of the drain. I'm like, wait a minute, it's cold outside. How the hell is this shit surviving? Everything is out of order, bro.
Yeah.
I got that blue letter.
Go ahead, brother.
It comes from Balaam. It says to wear out, to wear by use up completely.
Yep, use up completely, man.
Waste, decay.
Decay. We're in a decayed state. We're in a famished state, bro.
Yeah.
We're not functioning at our optimal health, man. About show of hands, hey, how many of you brothers out here feel 100% healthy? Be honest. And we're young men, bro. Ain't nobody in this group right here is over 40 years old, bro. Nobody up here is 38. You know what I'm saying? We in our 30s, bro. And you in your 20s, ain't you? Yeah, hey, you don't feel 100%. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you gonna fucking drop dead, all because of the madness this man is putting in the damn air.
Yeah.
How the hell you gonna have a clear day outside, but yet you still got haze in the sky, man?
Yeah. Calm.
And it also says sorrow, affliction, calamity.
Sorrow, affliction, and calamity, man, which all adds into the destruction of the body. Because when you're sorrowful, when you're broken down, and you're stressed out, stress adds more degradation or degradation on the body, man. It be sometimes that I can't even really formulate my words properly because the fucking mental anxiety, man. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to say this, but why am I saying that?
Right.
You being taxed.
Right.
Hey, I'm holding this. I'm trying to bring out precepts, and I'm about to drop the damn phone because I can't feel my hand, my right hand right here.
Wow. You can't feel your right hand?
Feel it right here. It's just
God
wrong as
damn.
fuck, bro.
Wow.
That just goes to show,
Wow.
man. Wear out the saints in the Most High.
Wow.
Right, man.
And how old are you, brother?
Shit, I'm 34.
34 years old, man. We supposed to be at the peak of our strength right now. At 34 years old, they hopping over buildings, bro. Hey, this building here, that was nothing for King David and his mighty man to hop over that joint, man.
Yeah,
That was nothing, man. That's lightweight. Now, hey, Jake went across the street, you winded. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Let me take a break. I'm like, damn, nigga.
It's everywhere, bro. It's not just the air, bro. It's the water. Even the water you shower with, man.
Yeah.
You try to get so-called good water, but that shit, everything is fucking, it's fucking tainted, man. That's why it's called the Valley of the Shadow of Death, man. Right. Not only is it the Valley of Death, it's the Shadow of Death as well, man. Everything about this place, it leads to death, man. This is why the Lord is making a separation of men and that are with Him and men that want to stay here. Because if your allegiance is to this place, man, if you got that any leaven in you that wants to prolong this thing for any longer than what it needs to be, the Lord is not dealing with you, man.
Excellent point. And that's why them guys ain't teaching the market of beast, man. And them guys in them other camps that's afraid to teach that market of beast, brother, is because they want to stay here.
Right.
They get nervous now, man.
Right.
Because they seeing that the men in the great millstone is saying is coming to pass.
Right.
They're like, oh shit, we on the fence about this.
Yeah.
Because hey, you think, hey, this nigga Bishop Nate is worth $150 million, bro. Come on, man.
For real?
You got pastors that ain't even worth that shit. Bro, that's a multi-millionaire. That nigga worth more than 50 Cent. What man in the Lord worth that much money as far as in US dollars, man? That's a real man in the Most High.
Yeah.
Hell nah, man.
Right.
And then he called us bums. But if we're bums, nigga, then won't you give us some charity then, man?
Right.
You got 150 million. You can bless Israel with that. You can bless East Camp with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
Nigga, just send a camp 10 bands or some shit, nigga. You got the money.
Right. And really, you're only as rich as Esau says you are, man.
Yeah.
Because when he flipped that money switch on your ass, good luck, nigga.
Bro,
All right.
This nigga's worth $150 million, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He got money, bro. And remember, he was a detective for the state of New York, too.
Okay.
And in order to be a detective, you got to be Jew stand. They got what's called like the fraternal order or the fraternal order of police. It's basically a sorority, man. It's a lower illuminary level of masons, man.
Right.
To be a detective, you got to be a mason to be a detective. You can't just come on the street and say, "Oh, I made great. I'm going to be a." No, you got to do shit. Hey, showed you that in training day. He told me, said, "I walk a higher path, son." All that shit Denzel was doing in training day, that was just normal shit for them. That's how they get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was being a nigga, but that's how the average fucking detective get down, and especially at Jake.
Right.
He just showed you what they were doing in real life.
They basically got free reign to do what the fuck they want to do. You know, they work for the elites, man. That's all Esau did.
Yeah.
I had another precept going into the power, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Just to show an account of how strong we work, as we read about the account of King David, but it's all, you can also find in the book of Maccabees. I was reading this the other day going into Jonathan, man. So this is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 11, verse 42. So Demetrius sent unto Jonathan, saying, I will not only do this for thee and thy people, but I will greatly honor thee and thy nation if opportunity serve. Now therefore thou shalt do well if thou send me men to help me, for all my forces are gone from me. Upon this Jonathan sent him 3,000 strong men to Antioch. And when they came to the king was very glad of their coming. Howbeit, they that were of the city gathered themselves together into the midst of the city to the number of 120,000 men, and would have slain the king. Wherefore the king fled into the court, but they of the city kept the passages of the city and began to fight.
Man.
Then the king called to the Jews for help, who came unto him all at once, all 3,000, right? And dispersing themselves to the city, slew that day in the city to the number of 100,000. 100,000.
Hey, so when you go like early in that chapter, before like we went on a fast, man. It was like, wait a minute, man, we're on a fast. We're gonna be famished to fight these dudes. He said, well, look, man, it ain't nothing for the Most High to take out numbers. He said, look, it ain't no strength in numbers, man.
Yeah.
He said it, man. Matter of fact, I think it was in First Maccabees, was it 5?
Yeah,
Four,
three
yeah,
or
3 or 4 con, bro. He was like, look, man, it ain't shit. We just set up a prayer to the Lord, and damn, there we go.
Yeah.
So really, honestly speaking, bro, like, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 brothers total in Kansas City that's actually doing the work. Okay, I include you in that too, brother. You know what I'm saying? But 7 of us, man, bro. Look, Lord, we can take this. We can do some serious. If the Lord gave us all power, it ain't shit for the Most High to make us a battle axe and weapon of war, man. One brother can take a city, man. That ain't shit, bro. King David could take this city by himself, bro, easily. Especially the people in this condition. Come on, man. What the fuck is this dude doing, man?
Should be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's safe, man. They go over there fucking with brothers' vehicles and shit. Hey, there's nothing you can do to stop this word, man. And you 2/3 gonna be put to death. Fucking thieves and niggas, man. You niggas got it coming. That's why we've been saying, if your bros get that power, man, hey, the scriptures talk about how we gonna be made hunters, man. You know? Right now we fishing, we fishing. But pretty soon we're gonna be made hunters, man. You know? This is going into what the bros was talking about, you know, the numbers.
That's why, bro, when we get released, bro, we going straight to Jake, bro.
That's what I just said when you walked up.
We going straight to niggas, man.
I just said that like 2 seconds ago.
Niggas gotta fucking go, man.
Yeah.
Like, just like out of all the shit in the world, you wanna go over there, like, he just looked like he was on some dumb shit, man.
Yeah. I keep forgetting the yeah.
Hey man, next nigga he thinks he's a spirit world.
Right. It's almost like you put that shit around. Hey, look,
It's real close.
Ever since that paint job, we got a little bit more eyes on it now.
yeah.
It's something about that black.
It look a
It
lot
look
more
like a
expensive
nigga got
now.
something in there, man.
And the crazy part about it is them cars that you really don't want to have no. You see a car, you like, yeah, I know that's a J car. He got something in there.
Right.
You know you don't want to find out.
That's why you ain't gonna see me around nigga neighborhoods, man.
Right. And I had, going into the numbers, man, how we were talking about. Yeah, man, coming up with ass fucking
That's
distracting the word, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll keep teaching, man. It's the book of Leviticus 26, verse 8. And 5 of you shall chase, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
100 of us will put 10,000 to flight, man. And that was in those times when men were actually about something. That if you look, a man today couldn't do nothing with a man with a low man in the ancient world, man. Hey, when Absalom got caught, because he got caught by his hair, and then what was it, Joab? Hit his ass in the heart with 3 darts, man. You think you could do something with a mighty man like that? Hell nah, man. And they said that day 100 of us will put 10,000 motherfuckers to flight. How much more today?
Yeah.
These people ain't got no courage. They rely on their guns, their pistols and shit. But bro, a gun ain't gonna be able to do nothing with a man of the Lord in that day. That's what I don't understand with you Israelites. Like you push that carnal image of us having guns, man. Look, if you got a fucking weapon, that's your own business. That's for your own whatever you do. But you don't promote that in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't be bringing those sticks to camp, or you have them on your hips so people can see it. You gotta abstain from that. Now, whatever you do outside of that is your own business, man. You know, but you don't want to have any comparison, or you don't want to have any carnal dealings to be traced back to the truth, man. This is why we got to be very circumspect.
Yeah.
We're not saying you can't own a firearm if you can own it. If you can own it, hey, so be it. Protect yourself, protect your fortress, protect your family, man. But don't be out here saying, "Oh, we got sticks at camp," man. Like that's dumb shit.
Yeah, you don't want
You know what I'm
to.
saying?
You don't want to put your soul trust, and then that's what's going to be your defense and protection.
Right.
Your first and foremost defense is supposed to be your house shy, man.
That's right, brother.
Giving you those power, because in these accounts, man, we read about within these scriptures, man, going back all the way into what was Matthias was I believe his name,
Nice.
Matthias, you know. And those counts in those battles, they said when they went to fight, it was just 3,000 men against like 6,000, and they didn't have no weapons, no armor, no nothing. They just went with them hands, man, and they took care of business, man.
Yeah, that's
And
a
every single account, man, and reading the book of Maccabees, going into that, it's like a mirror image of the stories of King David, the mighty man.
The Gideon, man.
Yep.
Hey, the Maccabees, you know, just through the Holy Spirit, you can kind of tell the Maccabees are the mighty men coming back, man.
John.
Judas Maccabees, Jonathan, you know, those men.
Spirit again.
Yeah, that's all they are, man.
I'll read that again. It says, upon this, Maccabees 1:11, Jonathan sent him 3,000 strong men to Antioch. And when they came to the king was very glad of coming. Howbeit, they that were of the city gathered themselves together in the midst of the city to the number of 120,000 men, and would have slain the king. So you got to do the numbers, man. You got 3,000 against 120,000 people, right? It says, wherefore the king fled into the court, but they of the city kept the passage of the city and began to fight. Then the king called the Jews for help, who came unto him all at once, and dispersing themselves to the city, slew that day in the city to the number of 100,000. So 3,000 took out 100,000. What do you think happened to the rest of the 20? Dipped out, man.
Yeah.
You can't touch the nation of Israel, man. Once the Lord give us that power and that strength, and we call upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we incorporate that fasting and prayer, it was done for, man. Every single time before these battles, Jonathan set up a fast and a prayer before each one of them, man.
Yeah, because before anything, you gotta go before the Most High, man, and ask if it's okay. You know, you gotta get counsel. Like every battle that David did, he went before Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to seek that counsel, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do it of himself, because it's not of ourselves, man. Right. It ain't gonna be of us because we can jump building to building and fly and shit like that. That's gonna be of the Lord. And honestly speaking, we don't know how the Lord gonna make it happen or play out. We just gotta just be in the right place at the right time, because the scriptures say when the enemy should come in as a flood, then the Lord should lift up his standards. You don't have standards being lifted up all over the place. You gonna have some brothers that the Lord gonna allow to disappear. Brothers gonna get away. You know what I'm saying? And also the scriptures goes into how basically we're gonna be escaped of a bird. Some roughly paraphrasing out of, like, it goes into how we're gonna be like basically a bird escaped from the fowler or some shit like that. I can't recall it, but basically, man, we literally gonna get out of this man's hands. Like, he gonna go right here, Lord,
Slip out of there.
slip right out of that joint, man.
Yeah.
You know,
man.
my personal prayer just for me is I pray the Lord make me a battle wax and weapon of war, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, we see the wickedness that's happening out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The prophets are steady getting pushed. We gotta take the low all the time, man. You know, that shit gets that shit get tiring, man. You gotta take the low to a bunch of nobody. Here this nigga got a mohawk bald head, man. You got a fucking bald spot mohawk, man.
Some sandals on,
Yeah.
man.
You know?
It's gracious.
Got a show enough ass jacket, man.
Get more than that, man.
God, and I'll read that Leviticus 26:8. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword.
Hey, we get that power. Hey, Keisha, you through, bro. We just gonna scare the spirit out your ass, man.
Yeah,
I may just appear as a fire guy and just walk down the street. Like, this nigga's really walking down the street on fire.
Hey, that's the spirit, man, because Denzel's got a movie coming out, Hannibal. I can't wait to see that
Hannibal.
shit,
Yeah,
man.
he's playing Hannibal. Yeah.
That's going to be a badass
Oh,
movie.
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah,
I got to check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I was reading about Hannibal.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing the time of the Punic Wars.
Well, he scared the shit out of Esau, boy.
Yeah.
Read the Battle of Kenai, man.
Yeah.
That Esau was fucking shook.
Is that the first Punic War or the second one?
This was the second one where he scared him, because the first one they didn't really make it. The first one they expelled him out of Sicily.
I thought it was like a battle for Gibraltar or some shit.
Well, they on that side, yeah, in the North Africa. They expelled them, but the Barca Empire was all the way North Africa, like Tunisia, Algeria, all the way up there. But they had taken Sicily, and Esau kicked them out of Sicily. The Second Punic War, that nigga Hannibal went all the way around through Spain, bro, across the Alps, walked right into Rome, bro. They was like 100 miles from Rome. Rome sent their biggest armies, and they got crushed.
Yeah.
When I tell you Esau was shitting himself, he was recruiting old niggas, young niggas. He was scared, bro. Read the battle, bro.
Yeah.
The only thing that preserved him was Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. It wasn't time for the dragon to go down yet.
Yeah.
But Hannibal was gonna fuck him up, man. Once you took that city, bro, that was a wrap. Yeah, Esau got desperate. He gonna do the same thing's gonna happen again, man.
And that's always accounted out in the scriptures, even going into the concept of the men. They made that movie 300, man.
Yeah.
Going into the Spartans and shit like that. Those were Jakes, man. Those were so-called black men.
Right. Because Hannibal, he was a genius, man. He had elephants and everything. He's like, oh, y'all got a nice phalanx, 4 elephants. Just ran through and break that shit, man. Then this real man came out there, man. Like he marched all the way through that shit, pushed that shit in, man. It was like the Lord just stopped him there, man. He lost that battle, and then the Third Punic War, Esau fucked him up. You know?
Yeah, the Lord just took the ability from him, man. But that's when they named Africa after Africanus, man. After the third,
the general,
after the Punic Wars, man. That's crazy.
Got another precept. The book of Jeremiah 16 verse 16 says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks." So we just fishing right now. You see, you read the account of King David, and fast forward, they came back, and then the story of Maccabees, that reincarnation spirit. Fast forward, now we all the way up in this empire, man. This great Babylonian empire. And who are those hunters? Those are the prophets, man. That's the mighty men of the house of David. They're out there doing the work right now. They're just fishing, man. You know, we just fishing. We just fishing, man. But pretty soon we're going to be raised up to hunters. The scriptures talk about how you shall be changed in an instant, man. So all of a sudden, if we were doing all that stuff back then through our history, imagine when we get the new bodies. Because they did all those things without the new bodies.
Right.
They just had more just pure, clean bodies. But this time around, when you become from the terrestrial to celestial beings, man, oh, it's a wrap for y'all motherfuckers, man.
Oh, yeah.
And the Lord was just dealing with him, man, on a whole different level, bro. Like, to the point, like, a man get healed by your shadow, bro. Like, that's like, wow. And like the brother said, they were doing it in these mortal bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they wasn't bombarded by the pollutants, but they had a more connected to the Most High, man. We need that back, bro. Like, and bro, like that video you did, like that's a sign. You notice, like man, look, y'all pay attention to what's happening. Like, certain things are coming out because the scripture says everything should happen at their appointed time. Now we in a time of World War III. Now everything's specifically focused on that, but it makes sense because now they're talking about the digital system and then the spiritual powers, bro. Come on, man.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Esau's house is more divided than ever, man.
Yep.
You got Esau, you got Elon Musk on there arguing after Amalekites on his own platform, man.
Yeah, he's fucked.
You know, and all of this back and forth. Tucker Carlson's going against them and this and that, and you know, all the top Edomites. It's a fissure, man.
Yep.
That whole Palestine thing fucked Esau's head up, man. So now it's a bunch of back and forth. So the Lord dividing this place like He said He would on all levels, man. Not just physically.
Because they divide, yeah, because they weren't expecting the world to come against a small hats like that.
Yeah, yeah.
America, they didn't really want to go and fight that war because they know that it was very possible that Iran and them Shiite groups that was backed by Hamas, they already knew that they was gonna have to lock horns with Russia. See, America, they don't want to directly risk a conflict with them. They want to go around the back door and try to neutralize it from there because they want to continue their empire. But he already know that this war is gonna get them into a war with Russia, man. And this is why he's trying to build that channel through Palestine, so to speak, into what is it, like the Ben-Gurion Strait, some shit, yeah.
They're trying to build it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
ass dam.
And America is basically they're behind it, but they want to keep their hands clean because, like I said, they want to avoid a war with Russia. But you gonna lock horns with the bear, man.
Yeah, you sure are.
That's biblical prophecy, man.
That's right, man.
They're going to war with Russia, man.
That's right.
And that's gonna be the end of America, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And Lord, hurry up and destroy this fucking place, man.
That's right, man.
You know, because the Lord said when it's gonna be like the besom of destruction. It's gonna be like a big ass, a sweeping agent gonna come and sweep all this shit down, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro. When the Most High throw America down, it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be terrifying.
Right.
I can see it now through the spirit, man.
Yeah, that's why there's no point in getting carnal, man.
Nah.
Because what are you gonna do against nukes, man? Let's say you whoop every Edomite ass in Jacob's trouble, then what, man?
And honestly, brothers, man, like my biggest thing is I just want to feel, I just want to get fucking healthy. We just want to get the bodies, bro.
Right.
Just having a new body and being able to do things, man.
Yeah.
Not waking up and having to be sick, not having to deal with the folly, bro. Not
Right.
dealing with being defiled, man.
Right.
It's just like, what is it like to feel good in a body, bro? Like, nobody knows.
Yeah.
You know, like these people, they walking around here, they may look healthy, but those people feel like they probably finna die, man.
Right. And any given day you wake up with a headache for no damn reason.
Bro.
You don't even know why. You're like, fuck.
You eating, your eyes
Like, what did I
watery.
do
I'm
to
like,
get
the
that
fuck?
Right.
You,
Yeah.
Food allergies come out of nowhere. I can literally eat some food and my nose start running. I'm like, I don't even what the fuck this come from. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
It's madness, man.
Right.
That's all you know. We close, man.
Yeah.
It's just them pains. It's just
Yeah.
the labor pains is squeezing in, man.
I woke up
Eventually, that what happens after the labor pains though is birth. Birth, man. New life. We're gonna be born again, man. I can't wait for that, man. That ultimate rest. We gonna come out fucking broadly as hell, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that shit. But
right, man.
you got finish on that one.
Yeah, you got that Maccabees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bring that out and I'm gonna bring out this axe.
This is First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 16. And when he came near to the going up of Beth Horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day?
He was like, so wait up.
Yeah,
You break it
I
down.
was gonna say because Judas made all of them fast, man.
Right,
That,
yeah.
that shows you where his mind was at.
Yeah.
You know, like no, y'all going on the fast, man.
Yep.
You know, so it wasn't no carnal thing.
was
You
spiritual.
you seeded your body over to the Most High. That's like a sacrifice, man. You deprive yourself of food, all right, to go up to as a gift to the Most High, and the Lord is your strength, man.
That's right, man.
And that's the concept of letting go and letting the Most High. You know, like them carnal thoughts, like you going a 2-3 day fast, you feel like, man, somebody whoop your ass right now. You all weak,
Right.
frail and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was like, look, man, fuck all that, man. Just let the Lord, and that's faith right there, man. Like we gonna have to really go off that faith, man,
God.
because it ain't gonna be of us, man.
Yep.
Lord gonna literally take over. It's like a possession that's gonna come upon you, and you're gonna be able to do things, man.
Yeah.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like the table's gonna turn real quick, man.
And even on a spiritual level, that's one thing you heighten. But when you look up the science of fasting on a physical level, it even makes sense. Because once you're on a fast for a certain amount of hours, your body enters to a stage called ketosis, where it becomes you're healing. So they was thinking they famished, you know, because they hungry and shit and thirsty. But what they didn't know is their bodies actually got a quick little boost from that fast, man.
Yeah.
Their cells had been rejuvenated and healing during that process.
Right.
So they was pure by the time they came up to draw them swords. Oh, they went right on through them, man.
Yeah. One thing ketosis
Mind
does.
over matter, man.
One thing ketosis does as well too is it gives you mental clarity. If you have mental fog,
Yep.
your body starts eating those ketones instead of sugar.
Yep.
Your minds are just clear. You can think better, man.
Yeah.
That's a major advantage in the battlefield, man.
You sleep
Yeah.
better too.
You know?
Rested. And guess what? After a fast, you really don't lose no strength. The effects you feel of fasting, like when you are weak, is those toxins dying off.
Yeah.
That's what you feel. And then a lot of times you get ketosis, then what happens is your body stores, like from the fat cells, it gets energy and then it feeds you the energy that's depleted in the fat cells, man.
Right,
And you
right.
notice like when you eat something after a fast, you're stronger than what you used to be, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You actually get stronger when you do it because your human growth hormone
Yeah.
and testosterone increase.
Yep. That
Yeah.
what's that HGH?
Yep.
Come.
Yep. All of that goes up, and some people don't know that.
Yeah.
And you get in the flesh, oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm weak. No, you're not. That's just mind. You got to get your mind over the matter, man. And you just got to get through it. If you've ever tried a 7-day fast, and I'm not talking about, just no water, because you could drop dead behind that shit. But if you go like a 7-day juice fast, man, you'll feel supercharged, man. It's like every time you drink or eat something that the scriptures refer to as pulse in the Daniel fast, eating fruits and vegetables. As soon as you consume it, it's like you took a gallon of coffee without the side effects or the sluggish feeling
Yeah.
that you're gonna have a heart attack. You just
Right.
get this massive amount of energy. Your eyes fill up with water. You can hear better, smell better, and everything. Everything is enhanced, man.
Yeah.
That's why you brothers, man, get in the spirit of incorporating bitters into your diet. What happens when you eat bitters? Like I got something called ginseng tea. It's like a ginseng tea. It's the worst shit. Hey, that Candida cleanse we doing, that make that shit taste like Kool-Aid. The type of
For
bitter,
real?
yeah, I got some bitter shit at the crib. But
That's
what happens is like when you take something bitter, it resets the taste buds. You know what I'm saying? It breaks down in the stomach and then
Yeah.
your body, it kills off all the cells, man.
Yeah.
I went on like a 3-day, and I've been doing this over the months. I've been going on like food fast. Like I go on a 3-day food fast, bro, and I be good. Like I've noticed, like I'm cutting weight, I'm cutting up more, and you have like a glow to you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. How you doing? Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yep. So basically going on a fruit fast, man, it resets the gut. And I've been noticing, like, even within the bowels, like when you shit out, bro, it has like the less smell because there's no animal protein in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kill off that bad gut microbe, man, because a lot of people's sickness come from inflammation and bad gut bacteria because all the shit they pumping in the food, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you have real foul smelling stews, that's due to all this fucking processed shit, and it's really animal protein, man.
Right. 'Cause really, your body is always trying to heal and clean itself out.
Yeah.
But whenever you're constantly eating the food that's destroying you, usually your body's supposed to use food as a tool to heal itself.
Right.
But the food that we're ingesting is itself is a poison. You see? So that's why just not eating is better than eating food here, man. You feel better and get healthier.
Yeah.
All right. Now there's still a benefit to it to get to your mental clarity and stuff like that. But ultimately, man, fasting is more important than ever now, man.
Yeah. And you
know?
you only eat to feed the flesh, bro, because it's a mental thing, like, and to keep on weight. Honestly speaking, bro, like, you got to give your digestive system a break, bro. Because
Yeah.
your body is not designed to break down all this shit. Like, you know, you eat pizza and Chuck E. Cheese. Your body is not breaking that shit down, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I put these brothers on the Candida cleans, man. Like, I said, like, my first 5 days of that, bro, I probably crapped out like 5 pounds of poop, bro. I mean, like, man, I felt like empty. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Like, I mean, I all out,
Yeah.
you know. But it wasn't no smell to it, though, you know, because you clean the diet up. But it was just like, damn, all this shit is sitting fermenting in your gut. Because you literally have food in your gut right now that ain't even being digested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just sits in your lower intestines, and before you know it, it ferments and it causes cancer. That's why people be got like blocks and shit on their colon and all that, and stomach cancer, because they eating all this processed food, man.
Right.
Like, bro, why you gotta overly process fucking chicken and beef? Like, why you gotta do it?
Right.
Just to keep it a couple of days, bro. Beef or any type of protein is really designed to be ate over a 24-hour period, then you dispose of it, man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have fucking ground turkey that can sit in the goddamn refrigerator for 10 days, man.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
On average, fresh food can last up to three to 4 days, 5 at most, if it's real good. If that shit ain't breaking down like after 2 weeks, then something's wrong with that. Like I saw a TikTok video, a nigga put a flamethrower to a Big Mac, and the motherfucker ain't even melt, man. Like, what the fuck is I'm eating, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is straight poison, man, and it's not even natural the amount of meat we be consuming, because you're only supposed to have that maybe once or twice a
That set a
week.
body on fire, bro.
But American
Big Mac
Diet,
ain't fazed
they
by
push
it.
that to you for you like every single day, man. You know, you ain't supposed to eat that damn much.
You know, and part of it too with that what you're saying is like the food is there's no fucking nutrients in it, man. Like when you ate a steak, man, you probably was good on protein for like 3 days, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
You
a
didn't
once a
even-
week thing, man.
Right, but now in this society, I can eat a steak every damn day
Yep.
because then you know it tastes good and ain't no fucking nutrients in it, man.
And that's
your
what-
body's craving that shit.
And that's when food starts becoming like a drug, man.
Yeah.
Too much of anything is poisonous.
Right.
And we have too much meat and stuff in our diet. That's shit that Esau pushes out for us to eat. His diet schedule that he's pushed on us, eating 3 times a day. You got to have eggs, bacon in the morning. You got to have a meat in the middle of the day. You got to have some more meat in the evening. That shit is off, man.
Yeah.
Your body's not designed to break down that meat. Like if you eat a steak, your body is still processing that shit for 3 days, bro.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? If you ate a big ass cheeseburger, that shit is still digesting in your stomach. Your body's like, wait, hold up, bro. Like, slow the fuck down. You know, because like in the morning, you know, you got to get your lentils in, man. But like in the morning, you may have some eggs, oatmeal, and some fruit. And then, let's say, in the afternoon, you may do some fruit, some vegetables, and like a dish. And then, you know, call it a day where you eat something at night. But small meals throughout the day.
Right.
Like I may eat twice sometimes or 1 time a day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 1.5 times. It don't even be a full fucking meal, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, for what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, like, when I was in Chicago, they got something that's called a gyro cheeseburger. Y'all know what a gyro is, right?
Right.
Y'all know y'all brother had cheeseburgers before, right? Now, Chicago, it's like this big, it's white bread, bro. It's the worst shit in the world. It's good, but it's the worst shit in the world. It's the big ass hamburger bun with this big ass patty. They put the American cheese on it. They put the mayo. They put mild sauce on it, and then they stack gyro meat on top of it. And we used to eat that shit like that was our diet out there, bro. Like just straight up trash, bro.
Yeah, basically, man, you'll die on this shit, man. Like the Lord preserving us, man.
Yeah,
Right.
Really. People are dropping dead, man. If you know how many people are dying, quote unquote, heart disease. No, it ain't no heart disease. Esau is poisoning y'all, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why it's the same nigga, the Food and Drug Administration, man. Because he doesn't have chefs that work at McDonald's, man. He has food scientists. You know, this is not an Issacharite at the head of McDonald's coming up with the Big Mac recipes.
Nah,
No, these are niggas in lab coats tweaking shit with chemicals. It's not food, man. It is a science. So he's giving you pharmakeia through food, man.
Boy, yeah.
And then on the back end, you're getting all these fucking symptoms. You got a headache and all of this shit, and he's got every prescription drug for you, waiting for you. And then those drugs got side effects. And then when you get them side effects, he got drugs for them side effects, man.
That's why this nigga gotta fucking go,
Gotta
bro.
go, bro.
He gotta go, bro. He's a cancer to the earth, bro.
Yeah,
like
literally.
I said, the testimony about the fucking flamethrower on the Big Mac. Why didn't the flame? How's a flamethrower designed to? It can kill. If somebody hits you with a flamethrower, you gonna be on fire. The fucking Big Mac didn't even melt, bro. The only thing that happened was the bun turned black, bro. The lettuce didn't melt. The cheese was already melted. The fucking meat. I'm like, what is this that we're, bro? And people are feeding these kids that shit. Bro, you go to McDonald's right now, the line is wrapped around the fucking corner, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people eating that shit.
Fucking
Fucking Big Mac, man. Chicken nuggets. They had arrested. They said that the chicken nuggets was stuffed with like gym, like a gym mat, bro. They said that that's part of the ingredients and fibers inside the fucking McNuggets, bro.
Yeah.
A gym mat, bro.
Yeah.
Shit you do backflips on in a gym.
Right.
Why is that part of your ingredients in the McNuggets, man?
Yeah.
Is a McNugget even real?
Hell no.
What the fuck is that, bro?
It's like 20% chicken. For real, it's like 20% chicken, and the rest of it is made up proteins and pea proteins and shit like that.
Yeah, bro, and look, that's the example. Like, look, if we're gonna use it for example, right? Look, like, a man shouldn't have a stomach that's over his belly, bro. That's due to the foods here, man. The foods are poison.
Right.
Ain't no man supposed to be built like that, man. Dude is like he's hula hooping through a fucking tire or something, man. But that's because the foods are here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And look at the woman, she's bigger than him.
Yep.
Right.
That's madness, man. They walk around here like this is not a problem.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right. And this, you can't even get to certain like clean foods because one of the things he perverted was the oils. Everything is in those seed oils, man. So
Yeah.
when you eat a clean chicken or it's organic, eating fried the shit, and that's fucking people up, man.
That
Yeah.
oil, yeah.
Them seed oils, bro, that canola shit, bro.
Yeah,
Esau
bro.
used to lubricate machinery with that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he used to use it for. Them cottonseed oils and all that canola oil come from.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
used to be machinery lubricant equipment, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was so cheap. Esau was like, I'm gonna use this shit in food. I ain't gonna
Right.
fucking squeeze olives and get olive oil. That shit is tedious.
Shortcut, yeah, like vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is not necessarily bad, but it's not supposed to be heated. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not supposed to be heated over a certain degree,
Right.
and it's not supposed to be ingested in like higher levels, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The clearer the oil is, the more nutrients he's taking out of it. Man.
Yeah, yeah.
If you find some olive oil and that shit is damn near clear, he's heated it.
Yeah.
He's highly heat treated that process.
Yeah.
That's why the most expensive olive oil you can get is gonna be
Should be like,
virgin cold pressed.
and that shit is like
It's
green,
gonna say it on there. It's gonna green. It's gonna smell a lot more like olives.
and it's thick as hell.
Yeah, but if you see some olive oil, they barely got no smell to it. You done burnt that shit up, man.
Yeah.
It's used and it is very toxic in your body when you ingest that shit, man.
Grapeseed oil was good too.
God.
That's they fried chicken and grapeseed oil, like use like certain wheat flour and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Start learning how to make y'all shit from scratch, man. For real.
Yeah.
Like this food is getting worse, bro.
Yeah, because there's a lot of oils you're not supposed to heat up. You're not supposed to heat up olive oil.
Yeah.
You're
That's
supposed
right.
to, if you're gonna use an oil for cooking, you're supposed to use like avocado, grapeseed, walnut,
oil, too.
coconut.
Yeah.
That's meant for high heat and it retains all its nutrients.
Mm.
And it doesn't burn up. You won't have your kitchen all smoked up
Right.
behind it. You know, people. But Esau don't teach these people this shit, man.
Yeah.
He just throws it out there. Even refrigerators are wicked. Yeah, we love them. We keep our beer cold, our liquor cold, frozen. But hey, that's poisoning the atmosphere, the fumes from your
Radiation, yeah.
radiation. And then on top of that, you know, if you didn't have them, how did they preserve food? How did the Gadites preserve their food, man? Think about it. They didn't have no refrigerators invented, but they still was okay. So what they did is they dried the meat out.
Yeah.
You know, they would dry it. They had root cellars and things like that to keep their stuff in the ground. They had they would tie this stuff up in like a bundle and hang it up in the trees, you know.
Yeah.
They made things like pemmican, you know, to preserve it,
And
man.
they understood land savage, man.
God.
You don't keep a land Sabbath by default. Your soil is gonna be totally just not good, bro. This soil here is horrible, bro.
Yeah.
Why you talking about a food shortage? But yeah, you got all this land out here, but why do you have all this farm and nobody's doing a land Sabbath, bro? Why the
Right.
fuck you're growing corn? Like corn is okay, but you have corns for certain shit, man.
Right.
You ain't supposed to be just eating fucking corn on the cob. That shit ain't even digestible, man.
Yeah.
Like y'all ever ate corn on the cob and then watched it come out of your stools, the whole kernels, because
Right.
your body is not digesting this shit, man.
Yeah. That shit ain't natural, man. He started talking about we got 30 years of topsoil left. Nigga, how? How, nigga? Because you ain't getting the fucking law, nigga.
Right.
You're buying crops, you're getting these big, corn ain't supposed to be that fucking big, man. The corn be this fucking size of your damn head. You're overgrowing the shit over and over and over again on the same land 30 years in a row. Of course the soil's gonna be worn out, man.
God.
It ain't made to just fucking perpetually squeeze shit out of, man.
And he's not getting the water intake that he needs. The Lord ain't sitting, bro. He's not getting the rain intake. And then the sun that and even if you are getting sunlight and rain, motherfucker, you spraying that with chemicals, man.
Yeah.
So it's coming down on the food. I got a precept. Y'all brothers bring out the last precepts and we'll end it. But this is the book of Revelation 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked and behold a pale horse. Now, what does the color pale represent?
Yeah.
Death.
Yep.
All right. And it says here, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. The fourth part of the earth is none other than the western hemisphere, man. The western powers to be. Okay. This is the fourth part of the earth. This whole western setup. All right. And it says here, to kill with the sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth, man. And that sword is part of this weaponized food system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to physically put a sword in your back. He can just poison you through the hot dogs, man.
Yeah.
Poison you through the water pipes. No way in fucking hell that I should be having water out of my faucet that's coming out of a goddamn shitstorm, man.
Right.
What the fuck, bro? How the hell can I take a bath and be more toxic than when I went in the motherfucker, man?
Right. And you know that U.S. ground beef is banned in 160 countries, man.
Oh.
But Americans are so fucking stupid. They just think that we're the best, we're the number one, we got this and that, and then he's overcharging you for it, man.
Yeah.
Ground beef shouldn't cost this fucking much, number one. Number two, even other European nations aren't eating that fucking ground beef, man. Because of what Esau is allowed to put in it through the Food and Drug Administration, man.
Yeah,
It's yet another weapon.
and ground beef ain't supposed to be pink, bro. That's not natural. That's like a dye tie they put on that shit. Ground beef has like if you cut the inside of a cattle up, man, and you have organs and shit that may be of a lighter hue, but it's more like almost a grayish texture, man.
Yeah,
It ain't
grayish
gonna,
brown.
it ain't gonna be no goddamn no fucking pink texture, man.
Yeah, they do that to make it look more appealing to the eyes.
And
Sales
to preserve it.
tactics.
It's
Preserve
really
it.
to preserve it. It's called pink slime that they use it, man.
Yeah.
It's like this gummy substance
Has
shit. Yeah.
ammonia in it as well, too, man.
And then when you cooking it and when you heat shit up, it's dyeing it to the meat, man, and you're eating it. That's why the scriptures say that if it wasn't for the sure mercies of the Lord, we'd been dead already, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be better off eat that goddamn tire and put some ketchup on it before you eat a goddamn hamburger, man.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna come to you people when these famines hit, man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too because I even I bought like a meat grinder, you know, a little hand grinder you turn and crank. I bought one of them shits, man. I bought some steaks and I ground it up and compared it to store-bought ground beef compared to the shit I grinded myself, and the difference was night and day, man.
Yeah.
And I did so-called what they did, took multiple different steaks and just ground it up. So what the fuck are they putting in this damn ground beef then?
Yeah.
Why does it taste that much different?
Right.
Why does my shit taste so damn fresh
Where's all the
and
cows
theirs
coming?
it tastes like trash?
Right.
Fucking cows, where you getting them from?
Yeah. In the lab.
So get y'all a meat grinder. I suggest that. $20 on Amazon, man. You
Yeah.
sit in that kitchen, just rotate that shit and grind your own patties up.
Might be
I
right
don't know
on
what the
that.
fuck
I
you
might
putting on
do
there.
that. Esau be stretching that shit, man. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21.
When the time here, we gonna start going out.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, man, and this is why time is speeding up. Days are like seconds, weeks are like days, and months are like weeks, and years are like months. And before you know it, Lord's gonna pay next year, bro. things gonna really speed up, bro. Like that shit gonna fly by, bro. Before you know it, you gonna see chariots. This place, the Lord is speeding this shit up, man, because He sees it. It's like, I gotta get my men up out of this. I gotta get my sons and daughters out of here. It's getting to the point. The Lord is tired of suffering this place, bro. He's tired of this shit, man.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, enough is enough. Let me speed this up, get my people, and wipe this motherfucker clean for good, bro. When this fucking place go down, it will never come back into power again. This will be the end of the fucking nightmare, brothers.
That's right.
We can't wait, man. So with that, hey, you got a precept.
Got one more, Slakia. This is the book of Genesis 27 and 40. It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And the point is that beginning part of that scripture, by that sword this man lives, man. And his sword is any instrument of death. Of all these things, this information we brought out on how this devil is killing us, that's him living by his sword. It's in him to do it, man. And guess what? The Lord said He's going to cause this devil to fall upon his own sword real soon. And that's coming, man.
Yes, sir.
So that's it on that, bro.
But with that, man, we're going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash.
I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, those in His gospel, bar living up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. With that, Shalom.
Shalom.
You shut it down, brother.
Okay.
Thanks.